Eddie. Why doesn't mine work? Whitney said it would work.
Because you don't have your phone.
Well, that's right.
Oh, Whitney said. Sorry, I missed that.
Deep fly ball, a drive to center field. That'll get over the head of Robinson and all the way to the fence. Lorbeck drives the lane, puts it up, right-hand lane, gets it to fall. He'll go to line for one more.
Very nice take by Zach Lorbeck.
Trying to go around to Engel. He stones him far side.
Point blank on Engel again, and he stops him.
Shotgun snap, Engel looking left, now looking right. Throw far side, throws a fade up for grabs. Hunter Beechler, far side, pile on. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. Line it ball into left field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming in to score will be Hilbert. Feed it in. Matty Ray, right hand lay-in and down.
Great steal by Ray. Jerks with a nice lob over the top.
Skates to the near side circle, looking for some time. One-timer to Martin Suna. Knock off the water bottle. It's a one-timer and a goal, and the Pirates, they extend their lead.
He takes a swing at it. He'll send that one deep to right, and looks like that one's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Joe Byer.
And your state champions.
Your state champion.
Your Bayport Pirates.
Swinging a fly ball to center field.
It's over!
And that's it!
The Pirates win it!
Good evening and welcome out to Middleton as we get set to kick off the 2024 high school football season from Otto Breitenbach Stadium at the Borden Athletic Complex. Welcome to Middleton High School. Chris Learman, Mike Frieder on a Thursday evening as it is already week one of the season somehow, some way, and we are here.
Hard to believe, Chris. Beautiful night here at Middleton, and it's the Steven Jorgensen era. Starts tonight. Steven replaces Gary Westerman, and so we'll see his first game coaching job tonight here for Bayport. Bayport fortunate, Chris, over the last 30 years, only 4 head coaches since the time I've been here. Jim Bennett came from River Falls to start the program, kind of turning the program around, handed it over to Mike Willickett. And then Mike handed over to Gary Westerman, and now Gary over to Steven Jorgensen. So looking forward to seeing the Pirates play tonight as they take on a very good Middleton football team. Middleton lost in the second round of the playoffs last year to a very good Verona team, 28-26, and they're looking at being probably the favorite, maybe with Verona, in the Big 8 Conference. And so we'll see what tonight brings with Bayport ready. It's been a lot of practices. They seem excited. Bayport very big up front, but if you watch this game on TV, this is going to look like a Division III football game with the size of some of these players out on the field today. So it should be a great one from Middleton.
We'll step aside, take a break as we continue the pregame show here on NDW Sports Radio and the Bayport Radio YouTube feed. Pirates and the Cardinals coming up. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
It's time to zip over to Zesty's for a fresh homemade meal. Zesty burgers are fresh, never frozen, 100% beef, grilled to perfection. Zesty's also serving Wisconsin cheese curds, homemade chicken booyah, and featuring the Chicago-style hot dog. Stay for dessert and try some fresh-made frozen custard and cones. Sundays, shakes, or scrambles. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, locally owned and operated for more than 35 years with locations open in Alloway and Howard. Visit Facebook for flavor of the day.
Thanks, Mom! I'm a people person.
I'm a movie buff.
I'm a data wizard.
It's time to thrive in a career you love and soar higher with NWTC, where you can excel in a flexible, career-focused program that fits you, what you enjoy doing, and how you want to learn. Whether that's in person or online, it all starts at NWTC. Soar higher with us.
Sports bar after sports bar after sports bar. All the same, right? What makes Sanduzzi's so different? What makes Sanduzzi's so different? Come and find out.
When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for care. You can be kept waiting for weeks at most healthcare organizations, but at OSMS, we prioritize you. I'm Dr. Will Elburo, orthopedic surgeon and physician owner at OSMS. I want you to get in and get treated with the highest quality of care so that you can get back to doing the things you love. Don't wait. Come see one of our orthopedic physicians at our acute injury walk-in clinic. where you can receive same-day orthopedic care, usually without a referral.
Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. Call us for delivery. It's the best way to feed your office for lunch.
You're listening to Bayport Pirates Sports on NEW Sports Radio at newsportsradio.com.
From Middleton High School, we get set for week 1 of the high school football season. Chris Learman, Mike Frieder, joined by Michael Plummer up here in the booth as well. As Mike, first of all, it's year 11 of us doing this.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. Year 11, I can remember. That must mean Whitney, your wife, has been working at Bayport for 11 years.
Correct.
Because
yes.
Chris, I had a great opportunity to hire a great ag teacher in Whitney Barnes, and about a week later, Chris came into my office and said, I'd like to do some games on the internet for you. And I said, well, that'd be awesome. And then he said, well, would you do the first football game with me, 1 or 2, and then I'd find a student to do it with you. And here we are 11 years later, and you haven't gotten rid of me yet.
Yeah, I sent an email to yourself and to Otis Chambers, and, you know, it's easier to have somebody do the games with you. And your exact phrase, I'll do the first few with you until we find somebody.
And we're still looking for somebody.
We're still looking for somebody.
And so it's been a great ride. We've had a great time. You know, we kind of started doing this before anybody else was doing it. And then ironically, COVID hits, and now everybody's doing it. Which is awesome, but Chris, obviously you've kind of set the standard here in regards to putting things on the internet and allowing people from all over the country and all over the world to watch. And you've also done a great job working with young people from a number of different schools, getting them into this profession. Some of them will make a profession of it, and if you can do that and have that type of influence on kids, that's saying something. So I thank you for all your work with that.
Yeah, we're going to have students throughout the entire year, some students that will be producing throughout the year, whether it be running all the graphics, the clock, and everything. We'll have students that are doing the cameras, multiple cameras going, not tonight just because just getting things squared away to start the year, but we'll have multiple cameras going starting just next week. We'll have the students perhaps doing some of the pregame interviews with Coach, and maybe some postgame interviews. We've been talking with a student or two about possibly a little Aaron Andrews work after the games go final.
Yeah, always trying to give opportunities to kids. And this is our first broadcast of the year, obviously, and one of probably like 100.
Yeah, 89 last year.
We have done broadcasts in every sport.
Except
one.
Yes, and our goal is to be missing the first playoff football game of the year.
And so that would be our goal this year. Bayport with a very good girls tennis team, hoping to make the state tournament. If that's the case, we will be there in Madison broadcasting tennis. But yes, we've done them all. We've done cross country.
Multiple
We've done
times.
golf.
Yeah.
And so believe it or not, it's been a great opportunity for our kids to showcase their talents and for people all over the place to be able to watch the people they care for. And so hopefully tonight, sit back, relax. Good crowd here for Bayport tonight, but I know many people are listening in, and it should be a great game. Talked about it earlier on. You know, Steven Jorgensen makes his debut tonight. He also brings a pretty important person along with him, and that's his dad, Steve Jorgensen. Steve, a legendary Hall of Fame coach, 3 state championships at Kimberly. Also out on the field tonight, Bill Turnquist, Coach T, 2 state championships at West De Pere, and I talked to Bill this morning. Bill is coaching tonight in his 57th season.
Awesome. That's incredible.
To give you an idea of the type of work ethic this, I'll say, elderly man has, as I showed up for work today, and it was about 7:40, and Bill was already packing up the trailer to get ready for the game. And so that's the type of guy he is, and Bill's just an outstanding guy to have around the program. So a lot of experience on one end and a lot of new coaches on the other, and we'll see how that combination comes together tonight as Bayport takes on Middleton.
We'll step aside, take another break as we continue the pregame show here from Middleton High School. Pirates and the Cardinals coming up as we get set for kickoff. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. Sides made from scratch, hickory smoked meats, yeah, Parker John's. Come on down to Parker John's for pizza or barbecue. Smoking daily just for you. We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. I see you down there, it's the place to meet ya. Parker John's. Parker John's.
Welcome to Kim Say's Hardware, your go-to spot for all things home improvement. From high-quality hardware to powerful snow removal tools, we've got everything you need to tackle your next project. Plus, visit our Howard location for top-notch rental equipment. But that's not all. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff is here to assist you every step of the way, making your shopping experience a breeze. Come visit us at Kim Say's Hardware and Rental in Howard and Kim Say's Hardware in Ashwaubenon, your neighborhood destination for quality and service. See you soon!
At Bellin Health, we believe when part of you is injured, we have a part to play. Whether you're injured swinging for the fences or tending the hedges beside them, whether your goal is to play across the pond or star in Swan Lake, whether you're injured building strength or using your strength to build, our part is to provide no-cost injury consults no matter what part hurts. That's right, free of charge. Welcome to the Orthopedic Walk-In Injury Clinic at Bellin Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
Do you have any questions or comments? Get involved with the game. Tweet your questions and send your comments to Bayport Radio on Twitter at Voice of BP.
Tonight's Bayport football broadcast proudly supported by Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. By Bellin Health, Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. By Town Line Pub and Grill, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists. Budget Blinds of Howard and Crivets and Doozy Sports Club. By Chrysler World, Myron Construction, Building Excellence. By Northeast Wisconsin Technical College. By Mako's Floor Covering Center. Gallagher's Pizza. AD Images. By Kim Say's Hardware. Cornerstone Community Ice Center. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf. Parker John's Barbecue and Pizza. By Bayport Booster Club, and by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. Great to have you with us on a Thursday evening as we get set for the high school football scene. And it is the fourth year that these teams have matched up. It is at Bayport at Middleton, at Bayport at Middleton. It's been a good matchup, right? Now that the football seasons have been aligned as such with the various conference alignments so that everybody's equal, and the first 2 weeks are always non-conference. This has been a good non-conference opponent and two teams that are finishing strong each year.
Yeah, when you look at the schedule, you look at Middleton week 1, Kimberly week 2, and those are two really good football teams. And the challenge right now in the state of Wisconsin is to, if you're a good football program like Bayport is and like Middleton is, it's hard to find people to play. A lot of people don't want to come out and play you week 1, week 2 when they don't think the chances of winning are very good. And so because of that, you have to travel a little bit of distance. And so Bayport today, comes 2.5 hours to Middleton. We played the freshman game and the JV game before, both victories by the Pirates. So the Pirates looking for the sweep coming into the varsity game. But it is difficult to find games. We'll see if this rivalry with Middleton continues. Typically how it works is a home and away series. And so it's a 2-year commitment. And Coach Maney, or Athletic Director Maney, working on that as we speak in regards to how this schedule will look like next year. Whether Middleton will be on the schedule or not, we'll find out. Hopefully they are. It's been a great opponent, and it's been a good rivalry here over the last 4 years.
Last year in this matchup at Bayport High School, Pirates start 0-1 after falling to the Cardinals 35-29. Gabe Piscini, maybe the most talented quarterback that Bayport saw a year ago. They saw a few of them that were really good, but he went 12 for 22 for 155 yards, 97 on the ground, threw a touchdown. He is now a true freshman, and he is at Division I Butler. He's a Bulldog.
Yeah, Gabe made some huge plays in that game. If you remember, not only throwing the ball, but running the ball.
Yeah.
He was a load. He was difficult to bring down, and he did a nice job leading Middleton to a victory in that game. And for the Pirates, if you remember, those people like Carter Calise, he was 13 for 28, had 2 touchdowns. He ran for 76 yards. Tevin Montgomery with 44 yards and a touchdown. Sawyer Torp kind of came out. That game was like, oh, who's this kid, right? Well, Sawyer's back, and he is going to be quite a player for the Pirates at wide receiver. He had 3 receptions for 110 yards in that game and 2 touchdowns. And on the defense, Nick Hawker's a tackling machine. No question about it. I see Nick's dad out there taking pictures right now behind the practice area. He's always listening in, too, so we'll give him a few shout-outs as it goes on. And so also 2 interceptions in that game, Brexton Piontek and Tommy Berg. And so Great football game last year. We kind of expect the same this year here from Middleton.
Still gone from that Middleton team a year ago. 3 guys playing Division I football or Division II football at the next level. Tight end was Carter Cotto, all 6'8" of him. He's now at Rutgers. Hudson Cleary is an offensive lineman at St. Thomas. Christian Peterson is at Northern Michigan. And the most talked about player on that team last year was Sam Payloff. He is a linebacker, true freshman this year at Rutgers.
We talked about it before. You're going to see some big kids out there. And for Middleton, they have some big people on the offensive and defensive line. And Torrin Petaway is one of them, the offensive lineman, 6'5", 289. Colm Burks is 6 foot, 344. You also have some other kids who are over 300 pounds. And for the Pirates up front, you're going to see a very talented offensive line. And that includes the likes of Alex Michaels, number 60, he's 280 pounds. Alex Warden, also 6'6", 260. David Provost, the sophomore, 6'5", 265. Aiden Dirksen at 6'6", 280. So just when you hear the size of those kids, there's some big boys out there. They've worked hard in the weight room. Obviously, football is a year-round sport. Bayport has kids in at 6 o'clock, all their athletes in the morning during the summer because they want to be really good when they take the field. And tonight we're going to see if that happens for the Pirates.
We'll step aside, take one final break as we get set for kickoff. Just ahead here from Middleton High School, it's the Pirates and the Cardinals. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
Considering a room update or building your dream home and don't know where to begin? The design team at Mako's will guide you through the selection process and put your mind at ease. Solutions and styles to make you the envy of the neighborhood. Mako's, your premier flooring center. Now that's value.
Summer and sunshine is here.
So now's the time to bring some shade into your home. Freshen up any room with new window treatments from Budget Blinds. Pick from dozens of options that help you provide UV protection for your furniture and floors. And learn why you can't go another summer without roller shades for your patio or porch.
See and feel the difference.
Book your free in-home consultation with Budget Blinds now.
At Myron, we're building excellence.
Townline Pub and Grill. Looking for a place to grab some food? Stop at Townline. Taste the mouth-watering burgers, gourmet pizza, and endless appetizers, offering a casual atmosphere and a lively feel. Why not stop in on the way to the game? Grab a bite to eat after the game, too. A night out, a group gathering after a sporting event, or even a birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage. Townline, where the people come for the food and stay for the fun.
Hey, let's be honest. You know how it is. If you're a sports fan, there is no such thing as too much sports information. Well, that's just one of the reasons to follow Voice of BP on Twitter. We're talking live tweeting every Bayport broadcast. And don't stop there. Like us on Facebook, because when it comes to Pirate sports, the more ways to get it, the better.
Tonight, we are proud to celebrate and honor our first responders for their commitment and dedication to our community and country. Please join us in honoring our participants tonight from our local law enforcement, EMS, fire department, and all other first responders. We ask that you please stand at this time. How about a nice round of applause for all our first responders? And we ask now that everyone please stand and direct your attention to midfield. Presenting tonight's colors is a combined honor guard with members of the Middleton Police Department, Middleton Fire Department, and Cross Plains Fire Department. And now for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
from Middleton High School. It is time for week one of the high school football season. Great to have you along. Chris Learman, Michael Frieder, Michael Plummer. And we get set for high school football. And for the Pirates, tonight's starting lines presented by Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. Zesty's 2639 Lineville Road across from Bayport High School. Today's flavor of the day is mint chocolate chip. Stop it on your Friday. Get puppy chow. Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. Mike, we're looking at the starting quarterback. It's a new one, Carter Calise. Incredible season last year where he was Player of the Year in the FRCC. He has graduated. He's going to be playing baseball at the University of Wisconsin Lacrosse. And Bayport turns to a new quarterback.
Matt Stevens, the junior, 6'4", 190, and Matt, more of a typical pocket passer.
Haven't seen one of those much.
Something different for the Pirates. Matt, a big athletic kid, also a multi-sport athlete. And so Matt will lead the Pirates here tonight against Middleton.
And our officials, today's officials for the game. Tonight's officials are registered by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association. Their experience and integrity qualify them to enforce the rules of the game. Are you looking to stay in the game? Without officials, we do not have games. Become an official today. Reach out to your athletic director or to the WIAA at wiaawi.org.
Chuck Hobble, 10 years, master official from Oshkosh. Todd Stuber, 11th year from De Pere. Josh Freeward from Appleton. Jake Galuski from Kaukauna, and Quinn Hines from Beaver Dam. So we thank them for their service. Not only do they ref football, but many of them multiple sports throughout the year. Without refs, Chris, there wouldn't be a game.
We get set for the kickoff.
You know, one of our 11-year traditions is never watching the coin toss. And we've done that again tonight. So we're assuming Middleton won the toss and deferred, and Bayport will receive.
Middleton did win the kick toss. They did defer. Bayport in their visiting white tops, white pants with the Columbia blue numbers, navy accents, navy helmets. Home maroon for the Cardinals. Maroon tops, white numbers, white pants, black helmets. And set to kick it off will be 49, Luke Sheehan, and he'll send one for the Pirates to the 10-yard line, left side hash. Proceeds straight ahead to the 25, bounce off a man and bounce it out wide. Left side, Brock Gauthier across the 30, and Brock will get up to about the 34-yard line. There is a flag on the play as early season. We'll see the early season for officials, early season for the players. A lot going on, and everybody's getting things figured out.
Looked a lot like Landon Gauthier. Landon now a Badger. You saw him returning kicks, and that was his younger brother, Brock. And so now flag on the play, assuming this flag will be on the Pirates, but not sure as they look to mark it off. And no flag on the play, just dropped it.
So the Pirates will come out here in the opening quarter of action, 11:54. 34-yard line. Pirates will go from the pistol formation, it appears. Two receivers at top side, marching left to right across your computer screen. Matt Stevens in the pistol, bring a man in motion. Matt's going to take it and hand it off to the tailback, bouncing right, back inside left, up across the 45. LeFaber up to the 40, across the 40 to the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice run there by Tony. Talked to him at Anduzzi's today when we had lunch, but that offensive line once against Alec Michaels, Alex Warden, David Provost, Aiden Dirksen. I'm not sure who another starter is in there, but great job up front there by the Pirates.
Looks like 50 on the right guard. Goes Lucas Weinberg.
Lucas, really tough kids, had some medical issues, but great job by him.
A hit in the backfield and a tackle for loss. Barely getting the handoff before he gets touched on the play, because 31 busts through, and I don't have a,
you don't have a
Middleton
31. Cards
now
now 3rd and 5. Shout out to my son, Brett, listening in. Brett taught at Verona last year, big rival of Middleton, now down in Chicago. He's down there watching with his girlfriend, Jenna. So shout out to them, and Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
High formation, play action, roll to the near side. Pirates roll protection, and Stevens wants to tuck, gets to the 44. He needed the 44, across the 45, needed 4, picked up 6, and the Pirates, for the first time this year, they'll move the sticks.
Like I said in the pregame, Matt Stevens can run the football. Matt, not known as a runner, but did a nice job there tucking away and getting 6 for the Pirates. Pirates now their first down of the 2024 campaign.
Move it up to the 46, nearing the midfield marker. Pirates moving left to right across your computer screen, television, however you're watching with us. Pistol formation, 2 receivers to left side. Hand it off up the middle, stood up after gaining a yard upfield. It's 33 on the carry. That's Brady Moon, the junior tailback, and he'll pick up 1 and no more.
Brady's one of those kids where you think is going to have a big breakout year. Had a huge JV year, and he's going to start on defense, too, for the Pirates here. Now he's going to come out of the game as Sawyer Torp comes in. Watch for Sawyer here on this play, Chris.
You mentioned he had 2 touchdowns a year ago on 3 receptions, 110 yards, and he's going to go to the top of your screen, number 1. Second line for the Pirates, right-hand hash, high formation. The fullback in the formation will be James Williams. Play action, roll out to the left side. Stevens looking, he's got an intermediate route, dive into the turf, coming up with the grab and making it in Middleton territory, down to the 45-yard line. It's Parker Betts, the 5'10 senior. Number 3's got a grab, it'll be 3rd and a yard.
Nice play there by Parker going down to get that one, and now Pirates in a very manageable 3rd down situation. Pirates under center a lot. You're going to see that more and more, and
not used to
typically
that.
You could go all game without seeing a Pirate quarterback under center, but not this year. Talking to Coach Jorgensen before the season.
Yard to gain off the right side and trying to shake inside the 43, down to the 42, getting to the 41, a gain of 3 yards. Converting, it'll be LeFaber, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bayport.
Middleton continuing wanted to blitz that outside linebacker, number 31. We don't have a name on him, but he's been coming on every play.
Jack and Joanna watching from home. Welcome in the Schluter family. As always, feel free to tweet the booth at Voice of BP. Send us a text. Get in touch with us however you may. We'd love to hear from you as we hit week 1 of the high school football year. 1st and 10, Bayport high snap. Stevens play action. He's looking deep. 3 receivers going deep, and Stevens going to air one down the far sideline. Looking up for it. Torp inside the 5. Comes down to the goal line to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. 41-yard touchdown strike, and Torp puts it in for 6.
Sawyer just went up for that one, kind of wrestled for the ball, and Sawyer just stronger and makes the play as Matt Stevens had all day, Chris, to throw that football. Pirates with a big play. They go up 6-0, now looking for the extra point.
A drive for the Pirates that takes 3 minutes almost. 2:57 to go, 66 yards. 41 yards to Torp. And now on for the extra point. It will be, is that 33 kicking it? 23.
No, it's 23 kicking in. That's going to be Beckett Corton, our kicker tonight. The junior.
So it'll be 7-0 Pirates with the lead.
So Pirates with a big drive on their first series. They connect there as Matt Stevens hits Sawyer Torp, and Sawyer's going to have a big season. He's worked really hard in the offseason, big, strong kid. He's a college football player if he wants to be, and now we'll see the first look at the Bayport defense, now under the direction of Garrett Nelson, our defensive coordinator this year.
Pirates able to go 66 yards back. Isaiah Oliver, talk about athletes from this Middleton program. Oliver, a 6'1 junior. Leading receiver with 6 grabs a year ago in this matchup. Oliver, obviously a Badger name, right?
Correct. His dad, the assistant coach, former assistant coach, I think, for the Badgers basketball team.
Ball's teed up for Corton at the 40-yard line. And 23 after kicking the extra point will kick off, and he'll send one to the far sideline. That'll go inside the 10, back to the 5, and making the grab will be Jalen Jeffries. And Jeffries won't get past the 10 as he tries to go east and west, and it's Gauthier to bring him down. A return of maybe 5-6 yards. And deep inside their own territory will be the Middleton Cardinals with 8:51 to play here in the first.
Having some flashbacks from last year, Chris, when Landon used to kick off.
Oh, yeah.
And be down at field 10 yards in front of anybody, and all of a sudden, not Landon now, but Brock Gauthier bringing it as Middleton starts at their own 10-yard line.
Mark at the 11 as the Cardinals come out. 4 wide receivers are going to shift one to the top of your screen. Single receiver left, quarterback standing number 7, Joey Pasaglia, and mixed up play in the backfield, and he is going to be taken down for a loss. The first one to get to his ankles is going to be Max Romanesco, a host of Pirates in the backfield, and the first play of the Middleton offensive year is going to be dropped for a loss of 3.
Max coming off that knee injury, and he's worked really hard. He's 100%. Arguably the Bayport's best defensive lineman, but they've got a lot of good ones. And so now Middleton 2nd and 12.
4 wide receivers again. Hurry up, no huddle offense for the Cardinals. Take the snap, looking to the right side and throwing on an intermediate route. That's going to be the intended receiver. Grab made by 16, Chase Rogers, the junior. And Rogers has it for a gain of 12, bring up 3rd and a yard.
Gauthier on the tackle as he dropped in coverage, the linebacker.
So Pasaglia is the quarterback. That'll be easy to say all night. 6'3", 175 pounds. And they're going to try to run it in the middle and got across the 25, up to the 30. Needed a yard, picked up 12 of them. Move the sticks for the Middleton Cardinals.
Middleton with a big play there on 2nd down, and they get their first down of the first down of the season.
Middleton, just that muddle huddle, look to the sideline and go with it.
LeFaber and Moon playing D-back, the 1-2 punch for the Pirates on offense in running back position.
Pasaglia throws a quick receiver screen, and one receiver thought they were screening, the other, or blocking. The other one thought, I think they were also blocking. And the pass intended for Troy Taff, and he'll fall to the turf incomplete. Opening quarter, the Krauses are checking in. Asking what was the choice of concrete mixer. We did not stop on the way down.
No, Chris disappointed, to say the least. However, we did bring subs on board. If Chris was going to be traveling, he's going to be eating.
Well, we're not going to get home till after midnight.
Well, we may find a place to stop on the way home.
Pasaglia looking in the flat, a little swing pattern out there. And standing up, Nick Hawker, 17 tackles in this game a year ago. And he is going to meet one-on-one with the tailback in the flat. Elijah Jackson, 6'2", junior. And he gets taken down after a gain of 2, brings up 3rd down.
Textbook tackle there by Hawker. And Nick, just a great kid. Always a smile on his face. He's coming off an injury too, but he's healthy and had a chance to talk to him this weekend right before the game, wishing him good luck, but great young man.
Middleton on their first drive of the game. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. Pasaglia looking deep, is going to air one down the seam. He's got a man, and it's going to be a grab made. Running free in front of the safety. 2nd catch for Chase Rogers, deep into Bayport territory inside the 35.
Yeah, wide open right there. Looked like a busted coverage as Middleton goes right down the middle of the field, and now they'll hurry up to the offensive line.
Rogers 2nd from the bottom of your screen now in the formation. Back to the shotgun, Pasaglia. He'll take the snap, and this one's going to be blown dead before it ever gets started at the 30-yard line. We're going to have a false start for the Middleton Cardinals. Officially a first flag of the season. The 5-yard penalty will back them up. Opening quarter of action, 6 minutes and 34 seconds. And we welcome everybody in with us. Jason Ripley. He was at Evans Scholar at UW with the halftime guest's brother back in the day, he says. Two receivers either side of the formation again. 1st and 15 for the Cardinals. Play action. Pasaglia rolling out. Now they're going to throw an underneath screen. Back to the original line of scrimmage after the catch is made. Tackle is made by Hook. 10 on the stuff. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Logan, the senior. 5'11", 185. Real good football player also for the Pirates.
Bunch of receivers to the bottom of your screen once again. Pirates score 7 on the opening possession. Pasaglia looking. He'll hesitate. Now he throws one far side. Wheeling inside the 20, 15, 10. Oliver to the end zone. Touchdown, Middleton Cardinals.
Middleton moving the ball through the air, not through the ground, and Bayport struggling right now defending the pass. And both teams with big plays to make this game now 7-6.
Well, they spread you out with 4 wide receivers. Putting 3 to a side is very complicated for most high school teams. Usually you have a safety to a side and a corner to a side, and after that it gets a little bit hairy. And right now the Middleton Cardinals have figured out the pass game to be a success through their opening possession.
Middleton with a player coming on late, much like the Pirates did in the extra point conversion, but they look to tie it up here at 7.
Snap is down, kick is up. It is 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Mark Wersinger's listening in out there. Mark, employee of the Bayport School District, now retired, but still steps in to get the job done when needed. Mark, a great athlete in his day back at Bayport, baseball player. Southpaw pitcher for the Pirates, so glad Mark's listening in tonight.
Keep up on your golf game at the Clubhouse Indoor Golf, located on Lineville Road in Howard. Whether you're an experienced golfer or new to the game, you can enjoy top-of-the-line full swing golf simulators. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf also offers multi-sport games for the whole family, including games like virtual football, baseball, soccer, even zombie dodgeball. Offering a full bar, pizza and appetizers. Come check out the Clubhouse Indoor Golf today. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf, located on Lineville Road in Howard.
So, Chris, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
That was Oliver for 6. As there is 5:42 left here in the opening quarter of action.
Yeah, I think we had some questions whether Isaiah Oliver was still playing for Middleton. And obviously he is. Yeah, we saw that right now.
So each team with a passing touchdown. End over end kick that'll bounce inside the 20. Bayport's going to take it off on a couple of hops. Trying to get around a couple guys up across the 20. Blocking in front, 25-30. Middle of the field before taken down. Dragged down on his coattails. Return from Tommy Berg, who switches from 35 as a sophomore, now matching his brother's old number 22.
So next year he'll be like 10.
You think he's going to keep going down numbers? I think he just got to match Big Bro.
I'd have to agree.
Opening quarter of action. Pirates will start from the 34-yard line. 5 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. They started the last drive at the 34. And a little bobble inside. Grab is going to be made. Upending the ball carrier. Lifting him off the ground is Patrick Piscini, younger brother of Gabe, who was the QB a year ago.
That was Otradovic getting his first carry, the sophomore, on that jet sweep action. The crowd kind of wonder if he'd fumble the ball. That would not have been a fumble. It was passed forward, an incomplete pass. That's why that jet sweep, typically they pass it forward.
Under center I formation for the Pirates. Tight end to the right side of the line, and Deppler is that tight end. Play action, and Stevens going to throw one. Ball is tipped by the underneath coverage. Great leaping play by Charlie Tompak, 6'4" senior, and he jumps up, gets his mitts on it. The pass was intended for a wide receiver behind him to bring 3rd and a long 8.
Intended for Parker Betts there. They kind of flooded the left side, hoping to get somebody open, and Bayport ran that play earlier, and that time good defensive play by the Cardinals, and now they're looking to get a stop.
Ready for another exciting football season. The Chef Chicks tuning in. Now a high schooler in that household. 3rd down and 8. Play action. Stevens to the left side. Looking downfield. Matt, now he pump fakes. He gets to the line of scrimmage. Going to pick up maybe a couple of yards. That's it. And we'll bring on a 3 and out in the punting unit.
2-man route there with 3 Cardinal defenders. Nowhere for him to throw it. And Matt took his time there. Maybe could have pulled it up and ran it earlier, but made the decision to keep it and not make a bad play and simply punted it. Matt Stevens now will be your punter.
Jed Bradley messaging in that LJ, Noah Holtz, Tyler Plummer, Calix Klemick watching from the patio at the Bradley household as a punt from the Pirates is going to get just across the 45. A punt that will officially record just 18 yards. And Middleton will have super field position, their own 44-yard line, as they will come out with their second possession. Again, driving the entire length of the field, 89 yards for a touchdown last drive. And the 44-yard line to start this one. 4:06 to go here in the opening quarter. Send a man to the top of the formation, and now Middleton's going to talk things over with the quarterback, counting out signals. Low snap, still able to get the handoff off. Counter to the left side, bounce it outside. It'll be Passini, or rather not Passini, 26, Jackson and Elijah into Bayport territory. Nice carry. 19, mark it 20 yards down to the 36.
Middleton right now, Chris, having their way with the Pirate defense, both throwing it and running it.
2-by-2 formation once again. Pasaglia takes the pistol snap, gets it down to Jackson. He's going to break away from one tackle inside the 30. Another not before he's down to the 25. He gets tripped up. And a big carry of 11 to move the sticks. 2 straight big running plays.
You know, Middleton's done a really good job. The center to quarterback exchange hasn't been great,
right,
but the quarterback really with good hands getting the football and still keeping the timing in the play. And right now, Middleton rolling here in the first quarter.
Staying in the shotgun and staying 4 wide all game to this point. Now Bark up to the top of his screen. You can see number 7 giving out the cadence. Looking in the slot there. Saglia looking for the screen. They're going to get up to Oliver, trying to break past 1. Holding on his coattails will be Gauthier. Pick up 3 yards. Nice job by Isaiah to get a few yards after making the wide receiver screen catch. 2nd and 7. We go out of state. We had Georgia. Let's move to the state of Maryland. Hannah Hawker watching from Baltimore.
Awesome.
Thought maybe she'd follow the team in to Packers training camp today, but the Ravens are here with the Packers. Looking deep down the field, throw it up for Jackson, far sideline, and he's unable to bring it down.
Jackson had broken coverage there, and Logan Hook trying to catch up, and now it's 3rd and 8. You'd think for Middleton, probably 4 down territory here. Not sure what kind of kicker they have.
Stacy Roop. So looking forward to the return of Jason Winkle and his Pirate defense. Winkle working the left end of the 3-man down linemen. Bunch formation to the bottom of your screen for the Cardinals on offense. Looking deep, a wheel route, got a man, near side corner, touchdown Cardinals. Chase Rogers deep again. Cardinals take their first lead.
Cardinals having their way throwing the football right now. 2 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide open plays here on the first 2 drives. Coach Oliver is now coaching at Iowa United Prep School. That's where Coach Oliver went. Actually, my son Brett knows Coach Oliver through the Badgers when Brett was a manager there, but his son didn't go with him. He's playing football tonight here for Middleton, and Middleton looking really good on their first 2 drives.
And the extra point is good. Opening quarter of action, 2:42 left in the opening quarter. 14-7 Cardinals after a couple of nice drives for Middleton. So this was the touchdown grab by Rogers.
That touchdown drive, 5 plays, 56 yards, and a minute 24.
Minute 24 it took to get down the field, 14-7, and Bayport will be on the kick return unit.
Bayport came out, scored on that first possession. Stevens to Torp on a play that wasn't really a smooth play. It was simply thrown up in the air, and Sawyer made a great play, but a touchdown's a touchdown, and now Middleton's come down, and Bayport's had a few times some chances to stop them on that first drive when they had the ball inside the 10, and since then, Middleton has pretty much done whatever they have wanted, running and passing the football.
Our friends from Massachusetts hope that all is well on the East Coast.
The Montgomery family listening in, and Boy, do we miss them, but we wish them the best as Natalie's listening along with the family. Jerry probably doing some work for the Patriots right now, but what a great family to have the experience of having their kids through Bayport, and we wish them the best of luck.
Middleton with the kick deep, and back to the 1 yard line will be Moon, and Brady's going to bring about 10, 15, angling left, 20, outside the numbers, 25, trying to reverse field, cut it back, still to 25, which is going to bring in a couple of flags, and perhaps one for each side. We'll see what it is. Sometimes you see when you reverse field and guys are grabbing at face mask, but all other times guys are holding, and it will be a hold or block in the back, one or the other. It'll be called on Bayport. This will back the Pirates up here in the opening quarter. 2:31 left in the first 12-minute stanza. Welcome in the Wilches family. Coach Wilches, his dad, and his kids listening in from home. And then back to the Montgomery family. Tevin is watching with Abby Wells, Courtney LaPointe, and Andy Bartline tuning in from the University of Iowa.
Oh, outstanding. Great to have the alumni listening in. Coach Wilches, baseball coach for the Pirates. The fastest man from the dugout to the first base coaching box that I've ever seen, actually.
We saw Coach Wilches, or had him mic'd up from the first base coaching box, and we'll have that opportunity to have a mic down on the field at some point. I don't know if it'll be live during a game ever, as the Pirates try to run it with Moon outside the numbers. He bounces up to the 19-yard line. Possession started officially at the 14, so mark it a gain of 5.
2:14 here in the first quarter. I know you can't see the clock. We'll try to update you with that as best we can.
Blake, Zach, Carter, and Luke checking in from the Calise garage. Second and 5. Pirates trying again with Moon up to about the 25-yard line. And Johnny Samp says that we have a couple guys in the break room at work that are watching along. So welcome those watching from Dick's Sporting Goods.
Johnny Samp, 2017 graduate, Bayport High School. Johnny, quite a broadcaster in his own right.
Yes, he is.
Bayport, I think, just needs to go, Chris, a little ground and pound here and get the momentum back on their side.
25-yard line, first down and 10 yards for the Pirates. Send a man in motion, high snap. Stevens brings it down, gives it to Moon, right between the tackles, up to the 27 mark of the 28-yard line. A gain of 3.
Alex Michaels pulling on that play with a kick-out block. We talked about that offensive line. Good to see Lucas Weinberg in there yet. Lucas has had some health problems, but tough young man. Talked to him before the game and see him at practice a lot.
You see Moon with those carries and wearing 33. Blake just messaged in. A little weird always to transition number to number, right?
Yeah.
We flip the years like, oh, shoot, that was Blake the last couple of years, but Stevens sprint out to the near side, looking, and he's going to have Torp across the 39 up to the 40 before he's rolled out of bounds. Sawyer Torp on the grab, 11 yards, move the sticks.
Bayport here with a nice drive going, showing some patience, and the Pirates now out to their own 40-yard line. Probably one more play, maybe 2 left in this quarter as we're 30 seconds and counting.
Maybe the final play of the opening quarter of action. Middleton, a 14-7 lead. Pirates scored a touchdown, and then they went 3 and out. Middleton went down the field in 89 yards, then 56 yards, passing touchdowns on each of them. Stevens looking to come back route to Sawyer Torp. He will come back just shy of the 50-yard line for a gain of 8. That will roll the clock. The final 20 seconds. We'll see if they're going to take this one to the end of the quarter or not. As they do huddle, bring on some subs. 12 seconds. It'll be tight to see if they are going to get there. Get to the line with 3. Don't think that they will. They'll stop this one, and we'll take a break, too. 1 quarter in the books. Cardinals lead the Pirates 14-7. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
When things aren't quite right, the results can be less than ideal. We just need to make a few adjustments.
Bellin Health has created places that kids and teens feel are just right for them, for the things that teens need help with.
I believe this is yours.
From band student to rock star, there's only Bellin Health.
We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. Sides made from scratch, hickory smoked meats, yeah, Parker John's. Come on down to Parker John's for pizza or barbecue, smoking daily just for you. We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. I see you down there, it's the place to meet ya, Parker John's. Parker John's.
Flip-flop ends of the field, put up quarter number 2 here from Middleton. Not able to get you a game clock tonight, but bringing you the video stream nonetheless. Chris and Mike on a Thursday night. Michael Plummer with us, Chris Learman, Mike Frieder, voice of BP in the Bayport radio video stream. 2nd down and 2 after the completion to Torp. Dancing in the middle be Lefebvre. And Tony's going to be stood up at the 49. Then a second effort keeps the feet moving up to the midfield stripe. And I think that's going to be enough to move the sticks as he does get to the 50. And the officials will say move the sticks.
Officials stop the clock, and they're going to say first down, and they'll crank it back in when the clocks are set. A little bit different in high school football and college football where the clock stops to set the sticks.
First quarter stats, rather. The Pirates dominating time of possession, but
Middleton with 104 yards passing to the Pirates 73, rushing 40 for Middleton, 32 for the Pirates. Overall 144 for Middleton, 105 for Bayport.
1st and 10, and Lefebvre again. He's going to dance before he gets to the hole. Downhill inside the 46, down near the 45. A gain of 5 yards on the first down touch. 2
David
snaps into the
Prevost
quarter.
in the offensive line. He's a sophomore, recognized as one of the best in the state of Wisconsin.
Bookies, Khalees, Friend Shoes are tuning in. Golf League tonight. Think Bookie lost any balls tonight?
Bookie, when he plays golf, he doesn't lose many balls.
Stevens roll out in front of the Pirate bench, and it's going to be a completion. Sawyer Torp. Another grab. He's got it inside the 35 on the far side.
Bookie with a 34 on the front side today.
Is that good?
That's pretty good. And he looks like he played all 9 holes, too. 2 birdies on the front for Book.
The Rickster. Downloaded the YouTube app onto the Super Box, coming in perfectly in the Rickle basement.
Mr. Rickle called us on the way down, told us he'd be listening in. Coach always interested in the Pirates. I'm sure Mr. Rickle has made dinner, done the laundry already tonight. That's going to cost the Pirates 5 yards.
False start on the Pirate offense. That'll back them up to 1st and 15. Amber Linsendorf listening from the Ashbrook in Egg Harbor before she and many others have to make the return on Monday.
Amber, language arts teacher for us at Bayport. Glad that she's listening in.
1st and 15. Stevens play action. Protection in front of him. Sprint out, sprint out, sprint out. Throw one deep. Depler on a deep crossing route. Just out of reach of Bennett, and he can't get to it. It'll be incomplete. 2nd and 15. Pirates have the football. First possession of quarter number 2. 10:23 is on the second quarter clock. So he mowed the lawn and made dinner.
Okay, well.
Probably ramen and...
I'm not sure how good the dinner would have been from Coach Rickle, but...
Looking deep, airing deep. Torp over the top of the defense. He's got it inside the 5. Sawyer to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates.
Sawyer is a very aggressive receiver as he gave himself some space to catch that one. And Torp with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Bayport looking to tie it up.
Is that what you're going with? Very Gave himself some space.
Well, the ref didn't throw a flag, so Chris, if it was a penalty, the ref would have thrown the flag. He didn't. Instead, Torp with another touchdown.
Michael, you want to back out the camera on the extra point a little bit so we can see the young man booting it? Thank you. It's through.
It's the first game of the year.
It is.
Chris.
We're all learning up here.
We're all learning.
So we
Mike just got up from his nap this afternoon.
Yep, that's true.
So the Pirates knock it through to make it 14-14. The question is, one punt in this football game, and that was by the Pirates. And right now, it doesn't look like either team can stop each other. Adjustments will be the key.
14 apiece.
It was jambalaya at the Rickle House tonight.
Isn't that a song?
And the Little Red Preschool, longtime supporter of Middleton football. Little Red Preschool welcomes your visit at their location on Terrace.
Corton to teed up at the 40-yard line.
Chad Bubolt's listening in. Chad, the new assistant superintendent. He calls himself the new Mark Smith. And so great to have Chad watching and listening in to our broadcast. And
hope he gets a chuckle out of the year.
Chad, coaching his day, probably has some recommendations for the defense at this point.
Carton will send one to the near side numbers. Oliver's going to get it at the 4-yard line, and he'll bring it out to the 10, 15, 20, near sideline, across the 25, pushing near the 30. And a nice return from Isaiah Oliver. 30-yard line. They mark it 1st and 10 Middleton. They take over with 10 minutes and 11 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Torp, 2 touchdown receptions. Middleton's offense, Oliver and Rogers each touchdown receptions. Near side hash. Cardinals start the possession. Gauthier back at safety right now, as it's going to be a handoff for the Cardinals. Break the initial tackle, and a couple of Pirates inside to make the stop. Romanesco, the first guy to pull on him, then get some help from Berg. Jackson is taken down after a gain of a couple.
Big part of this game right now. We're under 10 minutes here in the second quarter. Both teams just kind of felt each other out here a little bit in regards to scoring 2 touchdowns. Let's get down and play some football and see who can win this game maybe in the trenches.
Looking near side, and there is Hook. Gets his right hook up there to knock it down.
You got the right hook up there. And what a name, Hook, when you're a Pirate. Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Is he a captain?
We call him Captain now. I think that's his nickname. Captain Hook, we're calling him from now on.
We welcome in Kinsley and Kaysen, chanting "Go Pirates, go" from Howard.
Big play here, 3rd and 9.
Bunch to the top, drop back. Not really much pressure to flush him out, but rolling out anyways. Throw across the middle of your body, and it's going to be a completion to Jackson up across the 45. A dangerous throw in front of some defensive backs. There is a flag back at the 35-yard line. Perhaps we had an eligible man downfield. We'll see.
Sure we did.
The flag.
It's a great call, Chris. It's definitely a lineman downfield, and tough for linemen to hold and stay that long without thinking your quarterback's going to run the football. But that will be the call. Unless, of course, the referee changes his mind and decides not to call it. But that will be the call.
The officials get together. You have a 3-yard lenience, is that correct?
I don't know what the rule exactly is there, but it doesn't matter.
Michael, we bring you in. Is that okay to do?
I have no idea.
Well, what the heck. Turn off his mic.
Yeah, who's the guy in the NFL they always bring in?
There were a couple of them, right? The Kennedys, Robert and Brendan on the edge of their seats. Jess Sen is in Florida.
Jess, always a listener. Robert, Brendan, also a 2017 graduate of Bayport. Welcome to the show.
Ryan Newthalls is watching. Is that his brother's birthday today?
Andy's birthday's today, yep.
Stepping up, a nice pass, a great post pattern in front of coverage. Defensively, Mikey Jones was there, but the catch is made by number 1, Troy Teff.
Both teams throwing it, Chris, whenever they want to throw it. Neither team can get any real pressure on the quarterback right now.
I think ready for the first day of school on Monday, Teagan and Tatum. They're watching from the auto basement. Up to the 50-yard line. 14-14 with 8:54 to play in the second quarter. Bringing man in motion, quarterback Pasaglia. He's going to hand it off inside and drop for a loss. Alex Warden from the offensive line comes to the defensive line for that play, and he is going to drop the ball carrier for a loss. It was Kevion Whitelow.
We knew we were going to see some of those players like Warden and Alex Michaels on the defensive line. How much? Probably not a lot, but right there, Alex Warden making a play, and now double sticks here, 2nd and 11.
As always, on the back porch, listening in and watching along, John Weber. Great to have you with us. Run, Whitelow again, and he's going to lose a yard again, and hitting him in the backfield. I believe it to be Mr. Romanesco again.
I refer to John Weber as Coach Weber.
Sure.
Coach Dubs, Coach W. He's got a lot of nicknames. Big play there by Max. Now a big play, 3rd and 12, and both teams have been able to throw the football, and you have to think right here, Pasaglia will put it up again.
2 receivers either side. Bring a man to the bottom. Pasaglia in the pistol, tailback 2 yards behind him. Takes a 5-step drop, flushed up by Warden, trying to take him down. Now reverse field, pushed around, taken down. Warden to finish him off. Started him on the play was Jason Winkle, a couple of seniors for the sack.
Alex Warden showing his ability not only as a football player, but a wrestler too, and a good one. He gets through the line, pressures her back to Winkle, and Winkle wraps him up, and a big play for the Pirates. With 7:06 left, Middleton will have to have punt for the first time. Remember, Bayport got the ball to start the game. Middleton will get it to start the second half.
Josh Roback is watching in from Swamico. Great to have you with us. Punting duties are Jackson Guerrero. And he will get a end over end that'll send Moon back inside the 25. He'll take it on a hop, and he will get taken under immediately. Pirates will come out the 23-yard line. 6:38 to play before halftime in a 14-14 ball game.
Pirates now will come out again. 2 touchdown passes to Sawyer Torpin. You'd have to figure a little double coverage on number 1 coming out later on, which should allow the Pirates to maybe open up somewhere else and look for someone like Bennett Deppler, the big tight end.
You know who appreciated that last sack? Grandma Peterson watching from Minnesota. That's Jason Winkle's grandmother.
Well, Grandma, you should be proud.
Receiver either sideline. Pirates now in a 14-14 ball game. Handoff up the middle and scooting up for 5 yards. Pirates will get 5 with LeFabre.
I heard she was quite an athlete back in high school.
Ellen?
Yep. Dual sport, multiple sport, I'm sure.
The Browns are watching in Swamico with us. Jared Jaworski watching along.
J-Rod, one of the big fans out there. Jared under Bayport grad, just graduated from the Project Search was at his graduation. Cool. Outstanding event. So glad J-Rod's listening in tonight.
Coach Mitch Meyer off a win yesterday. First career win for the girls golf coach now as a flag's going to blow this one down, and we're going to go back to 2nd and 10 after a false start. Mitch Meyer does a lot around the Bayport student community as the co-advisor for Student Council and takes over as golf coach. They won the Thunder, what was it, the Thunder Invitational at Seymour?
Seymour, they're the Thunder. That's why they call it the Thunder
Invitational. I don't know if it was officially called the Thunder Invitational, but
it is now.
That's what it is now. Right. Great to have you along with us. Carrie Sherrill, Marcus Nemi, Al Smith. Hope you're doing well as we kick off the football season. Tight to the formation, bringing a man in motion. They're going to do play action, roll to the right side. Looking downfield, and now Stevens going to keep it on the far sideline across the 30. Pushing up, needs to get to the 34, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. They're going to say the 30. Let's see.
The 32.
Two? Okay. Well, the official chasing the ball kept going up to the 36, but they're going to mark it back to the 32, 2 yards shy.
Carrie Yonda listening in out there with Joe tonight, I'm sure.
Morgan and Tessa
secretary.
Chandran, family watching from Swamico.
Big play here, 3rd and 2.
We'll try to get to you as the evening moves along. Always fun to interact as Bayport football is on the move. 3rd and 8 for the Pirate offense. In their own territory, 32-yard line. Bring a man in motion, hand it up the middle. It'll be Moon to get it across the 35, up to the 39. That's enough to move the sticks.
What you like about Brady is he sees the hole, he hits the hole, north and south. Moon for the first down. And speaking of Moon, I'm sure it's coming out tonight once the sun goes down. Some portable lighting here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, one of the corners of the end zone, if you're looking at your camera down to the left, the direction the Pirates are going, it's portable lighting from the 25 down to the goal line.
That's
due
goofy.
to a giant cell tower that cannot have any lights on it, appears at this time.
1st and 10, reset the sticks, and a quick comeback route for Torp, far side from Stevens, up to the 49-yard line, mark at the midfield stripe. 1st and 10, move the sticks.
Sawyer having a day. Mike Statzik on the tackle. But they're one-on-one out there, and it's hard to guard Sawyer one-on-one. Big target out there, 6'2", 175.
Decent size, huh? Getting some looks at the next level.
Worked on Sawyer's schedule this week for him.
Yeah.
He's ready to go for his senior
Is he not
year.
coming in till 10 or
No,
what?
no, we got him coming in all day long.
Okay. LeFabre up the middle. He's not going to get hit till he gets 4 yards downfield, then puts his shoulder down, picks up an extra 2, gain of 6 on 1st down.
You got to like what you're seeing out of the Pirates right now. Looks like they're dominating a lot of scrimmage and wearing Middleton down a little bit. And now we got 4:18 and counting. Both teams with 3 timeouts left in this half. But I like the ground and pound effort by the Pirates right now.
44-yard line trying to march to the left. Pirates off the right side hash, 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Quick comeback pass to Torp. He goes down and catch it. Inside the 40, he's undercut by a defensive back. Legs taken out by Jacob Francois, the 6-foot defensive back, but not before Sawyer gets inside the 39 to the 38, enough to move the sticks.
We said they dominated the time of possession in the first quarter. The Pirates doing that again here in the second quarter, Chris.
And that kind of wears you out, especially the first game of the year. You're not really well seasoned at this point. 38-yard line for the Pirate offense. 14-14. Last year's score was, 35-29. So
we're on pace.
We're pretty on pace, exactly. Play action. Matt looking deep. He's going to throw one shallower. It's going to be Depler. He makes the grab, and Middleton's got a case here. As he turned to cut up field, I think that one came free. Fortunately for the Pirates, it's ruled incomplete, but I am not so certain that wasn't a completion.
Well, Chris, it's an incompletion because the ref called it
The
an
official
incompletion.
said so, yes.
If they would have called it a catch, then it would have been a fumble.
Accurate.
But you could sense the groan from the Middleton crowd, and fortunate there, but they're much closer than us. I'm not sure if Bennett had complete possession, but it did look like he wanted to run, and guess what? That might have been a touchdown if he caught it and ran it.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Bring him in, receiver to left side, play action. Stevens boots out to the near side, and they're going to have Torp. Flag does fly in from the side judge. Torp's got enough for the first down, but there's a good chance that this one's going to come back.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Illegal man downfield. I'd like to see the replay of that one, Chris. Do we have replay tonight?
At home we will. On the road, if we do not have Ethernet access, which we do not here at the public school district in Middleton, we do not have that feature.
I'm assuming Sawyer covered up the end, which made him ineligible, and he went down the field. But won't know until I check the huddle camera out later today.
Bricky is watching with us. Brian Brick, our De Pere broadcast coverage, got to call state championship this past summer
Brian
with him.
can bring it. No question about that.
Cale Coleman said put you and Brick on and see who gets the last word in.
Ouch. Who goes horse first?
3:19. Clock's going to start to roll here left in quarter number 2. Second down, mark at a 15 yards ago. Great protection. Stevens going to roll out, cuts it up inside the 40, skips by a guy, chase from behind, a hit, upended, not before he gets to the 30-yard line. What a tough scramble for Stevens. The junior picks up 13 yards.
Hey, Matt just showing some leadership right there. Not known as a runner, but he's made some really smart plays here in the first half. Middleton now exchanging in defensive linemen as they'll bring back in Quan Burke, 6 foot 344, folks, at nose tackle.
Third and a couple, and Stevens is going to get his foot stepped on, regains his footing. Now he's going to try to follow his blockers and runs right through a linebacker to get down to the 26-yard line, and enough to move the chains.
Matt Stevens showing his athletic ability. Tyler Bix listening in.
T-Bix.
One of our favorite listeners, 2017 graduate of Bayport High School. We love you, T.
Lazarowicz, Thomas is watching along with us.
A lot of listeners tonight. Be interesting to see how many devices are tuned in tonight to this really good football game.
Looking deep, far side. Stevens throws one up and off of the right hand, incomplete. Sawyer Torp trying to bring it in with one at half. Expecting Rob Reichel, Middleton Times, and freelance reporter to join us. Covers a lot around the state and the high school athletic scene. Packer writer. He's authored a few books.
I think offered him over 10 Packer books. And so hopefully we can get Rob on at halftime. He'll
2:01
understand football in the high school football in the Madison area.
2:01 left here before the half in a 14-14 ball game. It's 2nd and 10 for the Pirate offense. 25-yard line, trying to score to the left-hand side of your screen, radio dial, computer. However you're watching with us tonight, great to have you with Chris and Mike. Stevens going to run a fade. Depler's free inside the 5 to the end zone. Bennett Depler, touchdown Bayport Pirates.
I said if you guard Torp, Depler might be open, and there's Bennett Depler. And Bennett's got a bad labrum, and he hasn't practiced much last week, but this young man in the weight room, not a harder worker out there. And Bennett Depler is definitely a player at the next level. And now 3 touchdown passes for Matt Stevens, 2 to Torp and 1 to Depler.
On for the extra point again.
Looks like Zach Lindquist, the snapper.
Back at curtain 23 after the hold is down from, I believe that to be Ethan Orlando. Mom and Dad watching along.
So the Pirates come back with 14 unanswered and take the lead 21-14 in a great football game.
T-Roy Frisk just celebrated a birthday this week. He's watching in from home. Cole and Ryan Wellnitz are watching in from home as well in Howard. I think Cole's got to be heading to Madison soon, engineering school.
Yeah, Cole direct admit to the engineering school at Madison, which is quite an accomplishment. Cole, a great student, also a great athlete, great wrestler for the Pirates over the years, following in the footsteps of his dad, who was legendary at Fond du Lac.
That's something that we're going to get into, I think, for a halftime interview this fall. You look at that offensive line, you mentioned Warden, wrestler, Dirksen, wrestler. One of the backup, you have Lucas Weinberg, who's starting at right guard, wrestler. His backup, Drew LeClaire, wrestler.
Brady Moon, wrestler.
Yep, we'll see if we get into as the kick is going to go all the way to the end zone, which is not returnable in high school football.
The Thorntons listening in, watching from Swamico. They say go Pirates.
21-14. I had the extra point yet.
I think Maddie's going to lacrosse next year, if I'm not mistaken.
$1.55
Trying to remember
left before
all that.
half.
Hopefully that was correct.
Yes.
You can see those lights, unfortunately, on the far
big
side.
end of the second period here. 1:55 left. Middleton trying to tie it up here before the half. Pirates looking for a turnover.
Looking deep, crossing pattern, deflected right in front of Isaiah Oliver. A shallow post pattern. That'll get deflected away. Gothner comes up a little bit gimpy, 5 seconds into possession. It looks like he's going to try to keep in there.
Both teams 3 timeouts left, so we got a lot left in this half. And here comes Alex Warden, I think, back in the game.
Bayport's got, they might have 11 now.
You can have 11, Chris.
I thought at one point 2 came on, 1 went off.
All the
Winkle trying to get a push to the near side. Now Warden flushes into the far side and got room to run over there. Across the 25-30 sideline, Passaglia up to the 39-yard line.
Simply a busted play, and what are you going to do? Defensive back's doing a great job, but he can get no pressure on the quarterback, and a big play there for Middleton.
Winkle with a push, Warden with a push, but there's nobody home on the other end.
Both teams have not blitzed at all. I mean, Middleton a little bit with 31 early on in this game, but Bayport really content just to rush their down linemen. Now Hawker up to the line of scrimmage, and he drops back.
3-4 defense, 4 defensive backs for the Pirates. Play action, Passaglia looking for a halfback screen, throws him back to the near side. Jackson's got it across the 40. Blockers in front, 50 into Bayport territory. Jackson inside the 40. He's going to be taken down by Hawker, but not before he gets to the 39. 22 yards on a little halfback toss.
Nice setup play there as the offensive lineman let the Pirate defensive lineman through, and good patience there by the O-line, too, to not get downfield. And here comes Middleton.
To score before the half and perhaps tie things up. Pirates by 7 at the moment. Passaglia takes the snap. Always a 5 to 7 foot drop. Flushed, throw it underneath. Grab's going to be made. First grab of the night coming from Gus Carlson. Just 5'8", 170 pounds. But Gus inside the 30 to the 26. Again, Passaglia. Pressure underneath, trying to get to him. Romanesco goes in, quarterback goes out, throw one deep across his body, inside the 15, and a heck of a grab. Jackson, the tailback, down to the 5, and now there's going to be a timeout taken by Bayport with just 43 ticks of the clock before the Middleton to take it. 43 seconds left here in the half. Allows us a chance to remind you that Cornerstone Community Center is expanding. If you've enjoyed watching all the exciting Bayport hockey action at the Cornerstone and would like to be part of the expansion and make a permanent mark on the Cornerstone, visit our website at cornerstoneiCenter.org or see what we have planned. Join the Game Changers, help us expand Cornerstone Community Center into the Midwest premier destination for hockey and skating. Michael, you're with me on the hockey broadcast. Excited to add a 4th rink with us and what should be fun in the future.
That'll definitely be something to add. They've got a 3,000 seating rink coming in. I know St. Norbert's has already put their finger on it, but something like that definitely will help the area. They'll start getting some more of the big games, and maybe by chance we can pull that state championship game up to Green Bay.
Yeah, it's actually here in Middleton at Bob Suter Ice Arena for one more year contractually, and then in a perfect world in my eyes, it goes to the Resch Center. Don't know if that'll happen, but 43 seconds left in the half. Middleton down 7, but they're also down to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal to go. Receiver left and receiver right. Passaglia is going to hand it off to Jackson in the middle, and
fumbled it.
He got back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is down on the turf, and
called second down.
Is there going to be a timeout taken, or is Bayport going to make things run? Nope, they're going to let things run and see if Middleton has a couple timeouts remaining. 21 seconds clock is rolling. We'll try to keep you tuned to it. Receiver to either side. They're going to throw a fade to the near side. Up for grabs over Lefebvre into the end zone. Touchdown Troy Teff. Touchdown Middleton Cardinals with 11 seconds remaining.
Both teams struggling guarding people in regards to passing the football, and just like that, Middleton comes down the field in a big drive in the last 2 minutes to try to tie this football game up, and they will get the ball to start the second half.
Boy, that was a big score just before the half. Extra point. The aerial attack has been successful for both squads to 3 touchdowns through the air for both teams. 21-21, 11 seconds left before the half.
That touchdown drive, 7 plays, 80 yards, took 1 minute and 44.
Minute and 44 seconds, get all the way down the field for Middleton. 80 yards. Again at half, it should be Rob Reichel with us. Let's see if we can get to everybody. Doug Santelli, Paul Santelli watching, Sarah and Travis Herbert. We just started soccer practice this week, supporting American football, he says. Louis Turkey, Luis. Says Matt's looking good. Uncle Joel from Waverly, Iowa, says go Jason Winkle. Kickoff, 11 seconds. It'll be taken on a knee. It'll be bobbled, so the knee will not count on the play. Returned up to the 30. And 2 points for a takedown. Boy, that was a nice body slam in there. Lay him down nicely by Jalen Jeffries.
So 5 seconds left, and Pirates will hopefully take a knee here and get to halftime.
You think so?
Oh, I would believe so.
There is a drone over the
not a
field,
football
which
coach,
is not legal.
This is a no-brainer.
And we are going to drop to a knee, and that will get us to the break. Halftime from Middleton High School, 21-21. We'll step aside and take a break. You're listening to Bayport Football.
Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. Get Wisconsin's best pizza, dine-in or delivery at any of our 4 locations, open until 10.
At Myron, we're building excellence.
It's time to zip over to Zesty's for a fresh homemade meal. Zesty burgers are fresh, never frozen, 100% beef, grilled to perfection. Zesty's also serving Wisconsin cheese curds, homemade chicken booyah, and featuring the Chicago-style hot dog. Stay for dessert and try some fresh-made frozen custard and cones. Sundays, shakes, or scrambles. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, locally owned and operated for more than 35 years with locations open in Alloway and Howard. Visit Facebook for flavor of the day.
Thanks, Mom!
Luxury vinyl floors are waterproof, kid-proof, and pet-proof, so they can stand up to real-life conditions. You'll find the largest selection at Mako's. Do it yourself or trust our guaranteed installation. Mako's, your premier flooring center. Now that's value.
Townline Pub and Grill. Looking for a place to grab some food? Stop at Townline. Taste the mouth-watering burgers, gourmet pizza, and endless appetizers, offering a casual atmosphere and a lively feel. Why not stop in on the way to the game? Grab a bite to eat after the game, too. A night out, a group gathering after a sporting event, or even a birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage. Townline, where the people come for the food and stay for the fun.
You're listening to Bayport Pirates Sports on NEW Sports Radio at newsportsradio.com.
I'm the host when we come in. I come over and cover you. What are you going to talk about? First half there?
First half, well, I don't know yet. We'll figure out how we go.
Whatever you throw.
All right.
weren't sure if Tef was going to play quarterback a few days ago or this kid. So, yeah. So this helps him a lot.
That's cool. We're back to Middleton High School. Your score at the half, 21-21, in a game where both teams really can't stop each other right now. And the air attack for both teams have been impressive. Not a lot of pass rush, but a lot of points, and we're tied at 21-21. We're joined at halftime by Rob Reichel. Rob, welcome.
Good to be with you guys. Thanks.
Rob, what would I call you, an independent freelance writer?
No, I'm the editor for 5 weekly papers over here in Dane County, including the one in Middleton.
Well, tell me a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so it's a company called News Publishing. And we have weekly papers over here all through the west side of Dane County.
Okay.
Middleton, Sauk Prairie, Mount Horeb, some of the outlining communities. And, you guys know coming from your area how popular and, interested the fan base is in high school sports.
You bet.
So we load up and we go crazy on the preps and the high schools. And that's what we do in the sports sections of the weekly papers. I'm sure as a parent and an invested community member, when it comes to, the interest in your town, the 3 things that kind of drive communities and the 3 things I would say people are interested in are your tax dollars, your schools, and your local sports teams. And so we kind of go hog wild on all those things in these communities, Middleton being one of them.
That's awesome because you've seen the media, the print media anyway, kind of go away from high school sports, not able to cover that. We've seen that with the Green Bay Press-Gazette, and so you get these smaller papers like the Press Times in our area, kind of pick up the slack and cover high school
sports. Great job, don't they?
And nothing better than going online and seeing your kids, and like we do now. We've done this for 11 years, doing stuff on the internet, broadcasting games, and we got people from all over the country being able to listen in and
that's awesome.
Try to provide a great service.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about Middleton. I mean, the Big 8 conference. You obviously know the conference really well. My son used to work at Verona, and so just moved down to Chicago. But share with me what that football conference should look like this year.
So I will be honest. Since they've lost Sun Prairie, the conference is not the same. As you know, Sun Prairie split into 2 a couple years back when they got to about 2,600 in enrollment, went to a West and an East. Both of those schools now are up around 1,450 even in enrollment. I mean, if they were still together, they're looking at almost 2,900 kids. So that's a monster. But I would say they're within 5 years of coming back to the conference, maybe as 2 schools each around 1,600 or 1,800 because it's still growing so much in Sun Prairie.
Basketball, they'll still play.
Basketball, they still do, right. Football, they went back to a traditional Big 8. It's Middleton, Verona, the 4 Madison schools, and then the 2 Janesvilles. They brought Parker and Craig back into the league. I'll be honest, outside of Madison Memorial, no disrespect, the other 3 Madison schools have really slipped. East, West, and La Follette. And, every now and then over the, I would say up until about 2015, 2018, one of those teams could jump up and sting you in a given year. It's really not the case anymore. The league has pretty much become Middleton, Verona, and Madison Memorial as the 3 dominant teams, and Memorial probably trails the big 2 by a little bit. But the last couple of years, it's been Verona's league, and they are the favorite again this year. But the league needs to step up in the postseason. The league hasn't had a team get to the state quarterfinals since 2019, and that was Madison Memorial back that particular year. The league needs a good showing in the playoffs. They haven't won a playoff game against anybody other than themselves.
Like Verona last year played Middleton.
Correct.
In that second round.
In 5 years. So it's a long time, and they need a program like Middleton, which should be able to make a postseason run, honestly, more often than it does. Middleton is consistently in the playoffs. They haven't had great performances in the playoffs, and they need to get over that hump themselves because they are the largest school in the state now. There's certainly the numbers. There's certainly the talent. You see this stadium. They've invested a ton of resources in it. It's a beautiful facility. The community is incredibly invested in it. They need to make a run back to the state quarters or the state semis here, I would say, pretty soon, kind of in order to, where the ends justify the means.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how it's difficult to find non-conference opponents that'll play you. So when you're Bayport and you have 2 non-conference games, we're going to play Middleton, then we're going to play Kimberly. And obviously Middleton will play us and Kimberly will play us, but you got to travel 2.5 hours, and this is the 4th time we've played, and we'll see if this continues, which would be great. If it does, if both teams decide to do another home and away series, which usually is the way it works. But what we find, it's very difficult to find teams that'll play. Like, for instance, Kimberly's not playing this week. They had a game against the Milwaukee school, and for the second year in a row, the Milwaukee school backed out and said they're not going to play. So they're down to an 18 season right there. And I think you just said it, the disparity between football from the top to the bottom of conferences. I would agree. I mean, 10 years ago you didn't probably see that. 20 years you never saw it, and now you just see where it's almost running clock in the first half, and you feel bad. And in football you can get hurt. If you're playing a basketball game, but in football it's different.
The Milwaukee schools are 3-1-17 in the playoffs over the last 20 years. They have 3 wins in the playoffs.
And they get a 1 seed, and someone goes down there as an 8 seed and beats them.
It's absolutely crazy. But you're right. It's tough to find teams that will play you. That's really wonderful that these teams have set up this back and forth the last I think it's the 4th year, right?
This is the 4th year,
of
correct.
this. Bayport's got a 2-1 lead at this point in time. Middleton's in the middle of trying to change that right now in what's been an entertaining first half, obviously. But yes, it's extremely tough for some of these bigger, stronger schools to line up a non-conference opponent. A West Bend West does not want to play Bayport, right? They don't want to play a Middleton and stuff like that. And you're exactly right. 20 years ago, that would have been a wonderful non-conference opponent. The disparity was not nearly as great as it is today. Middleton, the last handful of years, has gone. Now they changed it last year, but they had a home and home with you guys and Wanakee to kick off the season. Now that's tough. There's some years you could have a hell of a football team and start 0-2.
Well, we were 0-2 last year. Middleton came to our place, beat us, and then lost a close one to Kimberly, 17-14, I think, and all of a sudden you're 0-2. Then you roll through the whole entire conference, and you lose to Marquette in the second round and end up with 3 losses. But typical Middleton too, right? Rolls through the season for the most part.
Right.
Gets beat by Verona last year, I think, don't win the conference, and Verona beats them again, if I'm not mistaken.
Verona beat them 28-26 in the playoffs. They beat them by 1 score here in Middleton in the regular season, which in essence kind of determined who was going to get that home game in the playoffs when it came time, for the seeds and stuff like that. And those should be really the top 2, the big dogs in the conference again. You're seeing here tonight. Middleton's, I'll be honest with you, Middleton's better than I expected. The kid throwing the ball is new to that position, at least at the varsity level. Middleton lost an all-state kid under center last year.
Very good.
They weren't sure even as close as a week ago who was going to play quarterback tonight. Teff, the wide receiver, has had experience at that position too. Kind of like you guys, I remember a couple years back, moved a wide receiver under center.
Yep.
I think that was in, 2022, 2021. You had a heck of an athlete go and play that position. Teff is similar to that, the wide receiver. He's a scholarship athlete who will go to Marquette and play lacrosse. He's a really gifted player who they could have put under center. But this Pasaglia, 7, who's throwing the ball around tonight, is a baseball player as well. And as you can see, has a heck of an arm.
He looks like he's a gamer.
And it allows Teff to then go out and play wide receiver with Dean Oliver's kid, Isaiah, the ex-Badger coach and ex-Iowa point guard.
I was wondering if Dean's kid would still be playing. My son was a Badger manager for years, and so knows Coach Oliver. Actually texted him, "Where's Coach Oliver now?" And I wasn't sure if I wish his son wasn't playing. I wish he was doing a great job somewhere else right now, but he happens to be doing that.
And you wait till basketball season because that's his better sport.
Yeah, so that should be awesome too. Now, you do a lot of other things too. I know
do.
You've written a lot of Packer books.
I've written books. I cover the Packers too. I'm kind of all over the state. I live closer to Milwaukee, and I do a Madison, Green Bay, Milwaukee triangle quite a bit. I'm in my car a lot. But yes, I'm over in Green Bay a couple days a week. I was there today and then raced over to this game. Cover the Packers for Conley Papers, which are over in Milwaukee. They're Conley Media, it's called.
Okay.
And then Forbes, the magazine out of New York.
Correct.
They've gone to covering NFL teams as well on their website, and I've done that for a few years for them. So, yeah, I see a lot of Packers stuff. I see a lot of high school stuff. It's a lot of fun.
If people want to follow you, how do they do that?
Just Rob Reichel at Twitter.
X.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry, Mr. Musk.
Just call me Elon from now on.
Yes, right on Twitter. They can read all about the local stuff, too, if they have any interest ever in what's going on. If you're about to come play Middleton and something like that, we cover the heck out of that at the MiddletonTimesTribune.com, too. And then Forbes.com, they'll get all my Packers stuff, which we do quite a bit of in-depth stuff with the Packers, too. So, like I said, I'm kind of all over the place, and I've been blessed to be able to do this, much like you guys.
Well, appreciate your time at half. I know you're busy writing everything down, so you don't have to be up till 2 o'clock this morning, in the morning and doing your stuff. But appreciate your time.
I always love seeing you guys. It's awesome.
I'll say go Bayport right now, and you can cheer for Middleton a little bit.
I cheer for nobody. I just tell people what happens.
You got it.
You guys
awesome.
are the cheers,
awesome.
and you do a hell of a job.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
Rob Reichel joining us. Rob, like he said, covers a number of different sports teams from around the area for a number of different local papers, much like the Press Times in Howard and Swamico, and also covers the Packers. And so if you're interested, follow him on X. I follow him and read his stuff, and he does a great job. So thanks to Rob for his time at halftime. We will go to break with your score 21-21 here from Middleton High School. You're listening to Bayport Radio.
Welcome to Kim Say's Hardware, your go-to spot for all things home improvement. From high-quality hardware to powerful snow removal tools, we've got everything you need to tackle your next project. Plus, visit our Howard location for top-notch rental equipment. But that's not all. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff is here to assist you every step of the way, making your shopping experience a breeze. Come visit us at Kim Say's Hardware and Rental in Howard and Kim Say's Hardware in Ashwaubenon, your neighborhood destination for quality and service. See you soon!
When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for care. You could be kept waiting for weeks at most healthcare organizations, but at OSMS, we prioritize you. I'm Dr. Jason Klein, orthopedic surgeon and physician owner at OSMS. I want you to get in and get treated with the highest quality of care so that you can get back to doing things you love. Don't wait. Come see one of our orthopedic physicians at our acute injury walk-in clinic, where you can receive same-day orthopedic care, usually without a referral.
Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. Call us for delivery. It's the best way to feed your office for lunch.
Considering a room update or building your dream home and don't know where to begin? The design team at Maco's will guide you through the selection process and put your mind at ease. Solutions and styles to make you the envy of the neighborhood. Maco's, your premier flooring center. Now that's value.
Hey, let's be honest. You know how it is. If you're a sports fan, there is no such thing as too much sports information. Well, that's just one of the reasons to follow Voice of BP on Twitter. We're talking live tweeting every Bayport broadcast. And don't stop there. Like us on Facebook, because when it comes to Pirate sports, the more ways to get it, the better.
Why not?
Halftime from Middleton High School as we are broadcasting from Otto Breitenbach Stadium at the Border Athletic Conference. Mike, we came here 2 years ago when construction started on this facility. It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Parking isn't much better.
No, parking's not good. It took us, we were here, and then it took us 20 minutes to figure out how to get here, actually, as Chris was going down a number of dead ends.
Should have listened to GPS instead of you.
Yeah, we didn't ask Siri how to get here, I'll tell you that much. But it is a beautiful stadium. They put in quite a complex with a locker room area and a overlooking area. I didn't get a chance to tour it before. I was going to do that with our athletic director, Dylan Maney, but Dylan did, and so I'm interested to see what he's seen as Bayport looks to continue to develop their facility too. But it is beautiful. They got some issues with the lighting right now. You can probably see that on your screen if you're watching from home. There's some portable lighting up in the far end zone to our left if you're watching from home. But other than that, it's a really gorgeous place. Not a great place for the freshmen to play tonight, however. That field has a little slope to it, I would say. But freshmen won tonight, the JVs won tonight, and the varsity is in a great football game right now. 21-21 at the half. Pirates score on 3 touchdown passes. Touchdown passes from Matt Stevens, 2 of them to Sawyer Torp, and 1 to Bennett Depler. Bayport went up 7-0. Middleton comes back to take a 14-7 lead. Bayport scores twice to go 21-14. And at the end of the half, Middleton punches one in to make it 21-21.
First half stats, Mike?
First half stats, Matt Stevens, 10 for 14 for 165 yards. Just trying to go through this. Sawyer Torp. Trying to find all the stats here, Chris. Receiving, he's got 6 catches for 118 yards, and so Sawyer having a big day. For Middleton, I can't.
It's because it's a different one.
It's a different screen here for Middleton. Their quarterback, who kind of an unknown going into this.
Isn't that crazy? Rob said as of Monday they weren't sure which was
11
quarterback.
for 15 for 188 yards, averaging 17.1, and so both quarterbacks having a great day, and Matt Stevens did a good job. Both of them made great decisions, and like we talked about, neither team can get pressure on the quarterback right now. Neither team wanting to blitz, not exactly sure why. because receivers are still wide open, but we'll see the changes that are made at halftime, and that's where coaching comes in play, and we'll see how the second half unwinds. But Bayport will kick off. Middleton receive here to begin the second half.
Nathan Hermes and roommates watching from the University of Kansas. Says Rollport. Bayport volleyball team is watching from the Neuenschwander's house. Volleyball team, I know that they have an event coming up in the not too distant future. A meat raffle coming September 14th. So you have to get some information from the volleyball meat raffle coming up in just a few Saturdays. We are set for the third. Bayport will kick off in a 21-21 ball game. And the end-over-end kick will send the man inside the 6, and the return brought out across the 25 up to the 30. Ball is pulled free. Bayport to jump on it inside the 30. Tommy Berg, Bayport ball.
Great play, strip sack. They talk about it all the time in practice, and there you see it. And Tommy Berg falls on it for a big play for the Pirates. The first turnover of the night, and Bayport in business as they're at the Middleton 26-yard line.
11:52 in the third quarter, and the Pirates going to take over plus field position, plus 26. We'll get to everybody who's messaging in as we move along, as always. Coach Lutke loves to see him slinging it around. Spoken like a true pitching coach, right?
Yeah, that's a pitching coach for you.
Connor Eagleson, Tommy Close checking in from Dundalk, Maryland. Al Smith was in Kansas City messaging in. Pierce Schaefer listening in at home. Say, let's finish this. Second half of football. And LeFaber's going to try the left side, get inside the 25 to maybe the 24. Nope, give him just a yard.
Pierce graduated last year from Bayport. Great young man. So Pirates get a turnover, the first one of the night. We forgot happy birthdays tonight. Andy Newthall's happy birthday.
Yeah.
Gary Westerman's birthday tonight.
Coach Gary Westerman, another year older.
We wish them happy birthday.
Couple of Bayport coaches, huh? Did you know they shared a birthday before today?
I didn't.
You probably every year find out, right?
They share it every year, I heard.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're going to have, I believe, a delay of game. This play took some time to develop, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
That just can't happen.
Now I get the play in.
Great opportunity. Right? It's definitely Fort on territory, but
Michael, I think you can zoom in a little bit more. That was out.
The other end.
Mike Plummer on the camera tonight.
Chris Learman, Mike Frieder. Thursday night football. Great to have you with us.
First 4 weeks.
Send all complaints to Chris.
They do, believe me.
I know.
Bring a man in motion, play action, roll it out to the near side. Blockers in front, throw one deep. Wheel route off the jet man off the hands of Parker Betts. Can't bring it in.
Betts was open. You bet he was.
Nick Sellison listening in from Swamico. Did Nick got married in the offseason, right?
I'm not sure if Nick did.
I think he got married. I think that's the Sellison who got married. Yeah. Married a daughter of my old FCE teacher. Stevens going to pull it down inside the 20. It's going to bring up 4th and manageable.
You got to like the decisions Matt Stevens has made tonight, and that time got away from the blitz again by 31 off the corner. He's the only one that's blitzed all night, but Matt makes a 10-yard gain really out of nothing, and now 4th and manageable. Big play here.
4th and we'll mark it 3. Stevens roll out near side. Stand in the pocket. Airs one. Depler inside the 5. Tipped away. Great defensive play. Turnover on downs. Harrison Armstrong, the senior, deflects it.
So you get a big turnover by the Pirates. Turnovers and penalties always hurt you in any sport. And Middleton holds, and they'll get the ball back at their own 19-yard line. Wow. Another turn of events. Big Mo going back and forth.
Casey, Winnie, Ruby, Henry, and Rick, the Gay family listening from Swamico. Watching along to open the season. First play from scrimmage, and the first time keeping it will be the quarterback, and that is Pisaglio.
Gauthier there on the tackle. They weren't gonna fool Brock there. Second and a long 9.
Bob Scott is with us. The DeMills, the Zons. Bunch set to the bottom of your screen. Pisaglio looking, not much pressure, throw over the middle, and Gauthier is going to get his hand in front of the intended receiver and knock it down.
So both teams making some adjustments here, obviously, at halftime, and seem to have work for both, as Bayport now trying to get a stop.
Assuming Kathy Benden is off tomorrow, because they're listening in Eagle River.
Ben probably has got everything taken care of up there, and now they're cuddling up on the couch watching the second half.
Well, it got down to 46 the other morning.
There's a blitz by Gauthier.
Pressure, and Pisaglio is going to pull it down. Flag is going to fly well into the defensive backfield. Nice run on the far side, up across the 25, marks the 28. The flag is all the way to the 30.
It's got to be a holding on the Pirates.
I would have to imagine, but
you'd have to think this is on the Pirates. You don't want it to be if you're the principal, obviously.
I think Michael Plummer's going to get a tan up here from those
and there
portable
it is,
lights.
on the Pirates in the defensive backfield.
Just on one side. I was hoping he ran out of gas pretty soon.
Watching from start to finish, Diane and Scott Devroy.
So that's going to be a first down for Middleton as they crank the clock in here in the third quarter. 21-21 if you just joined us. 9 minutes left here in the third quarter, and a good one from Middleton.
38-yard line, 4 wide receivers. Pisaglio, and
here comes that
now
screen
looking for
pass.
another screen over the top. Romanesco sees it, also seen it. Nick Hawker, another tackle. This one drops the ball carrier for a loss of 1.
There's 2 of your best players on the team, Romanesco and Hawker.
Max recognized it after his first couple steps when he got released free.
Bayport got fooled on that play earlier in the game, Chris, but not that time, not twice. Fool me once.
Hey, we got third quarter trivia back again.
Oh, big question, too, tonight.
Steven Jorgensen in his first year at the helm. First game as the head man for the Pirates. Pisaglio's going to give it to Jackson inside, and waiting there is Hook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Captain Hook on the tackle.
So get ready for
Hawker.
Third quarter trivia. We'll give away a gift card to Town Line and Zesties. Town Line third quarter trivia. Third down and 9 yards to go to the sticks. Middleton needs to get to the 48-yard line. Hook showing pressure off the right
side.
Be
a false start on 55 here on
the left
end.
tackle decided to flinch, and that's not legal.
You can't do that because the referee threw a penalty. Which
threw a flag.
Yes, threw the flag
signifies
for
a
the
penalty.
Thanks for the correction.
Rick Rodell getting loose down there.
Oh.
Think we'll see them this year, maybe?
I'm not sure. I wonder if he had the labrum surgery in his shoulder from throwing the flag.
Annually.
So, yes.
3 receivers at the top of your screen, right in front of the Bayport bench. Pirates in white. Pisaglio, 7-step drop again, looking. Now he's going to roll to the right side. Looking downfield, pushed away by Warden. Back to the near side, thinking he's got room. He's going to be chased down by Berg near side. Pisaglio up to the 40, runs into Mikey Jones. Hook hits the quarterback on the sideline. Not the smartest of decisions. And I think the punting unit will come on. with fourth down, 7:13 to go in the third quarter.
So both teams with big stops here in the third quarter.
Adjustments were made.
It appears that way.
Maybe the offense adjustments were actually made. They shouldn't have been.
Hustling off the field there. Pirates with 11, and so does Middleton.
Rugby style punts gotten away up the far side numbers, inside the 30, inside the 20. Friendly roll inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 11. Third quarter trivia. Steven Jorgensen coaching his first game. The entire 24 years was split by two coaches, Gary Westerman and Mike Willickett. For Bayport football since the year 2000, just two coaches. Willie and Westy almost split evenly 24 years. Who was the coach back in 1999 for Bayport? I believe his first year was your first year.
His first year was my first year 30 years ago. We came to Bayport at the same time. The man turned the program around and handed it off to Mike Willickett.
Text in, our first one to get us the answer. Try a run inside. The Pirates start from the 11, get up to the 12. Third quarter with 6:46 to go.
Pirates looking to put a long drive together here as they start to deep in their territory. Now 2nd and 8. Just trying to take care of all the stats. He does all the work. I just kind of sit here and tell stories from time to time.
I think they call that ramble.
Hey, we got an answer. First one in, just ahead of the answer from Kathy Krause. Rick Gay is the first one with the answer.
Also beat out Trent Noy with that answer. Rick got in before Trent did.
Oh, timestamp by a minute. Stevens, a swing pass far side. Grabs will be made by LeFabre. Up to about the 29-yard line before Anthony is cut up.
Big play here, 3rd and 2.
Kathy Krause gives the same answer as Rick Gay, the first one in. Coach Bennick, Jim Bennick, came from the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. He was a big option guy.
Ran the true option. Ground and pound football. It brought Bayport to their first playoff appearance, probably in his 3rd year as coach. Went to went to Wisconsin Rapids after Bayport.
And the turf monster, first casualty of the year.
You know, it's getting a little dewy out. The sun's down. You can even see it on the field right now.
You can see those annoying lights that are at the top of your screen. Those are, they basically, I mean, they're just transportable lights that are on a stick and on wheels, but it looks like they're doing picture day over there. Jason Ripley.
Yeah, they're unable to put lights on the giant cell tower, so they brought in portable lights, and not the perfect situation. Doesn't affect the game too much, but
Coach Eiler is also from River Falls. And we're talking about birthdays as the punt is away from the Pirates, and it's going to bounce almost to the 50. Gets a friendly roll to the 49. Coach Eiler's birthday is this coming Sunday. Jason Ripley said he's a little slow on the response.
So now Middleton with their second possession of the second half. They fumbled on the opening kickoff here in the second half. Pirates turned it over on downs, and now both teams have punted back and forth to each other.
David Pamperin listening in. Biseglia in the pocket, clean pocket, throws one over the middle. Berg deflects it, still brought in. Nice concentration and grab on the deep crossing pattern. Chase Rogers, who has a touchdown tonight.
Boy, they've thrown the ball and caught the ball really well, Middleton has, and a big throw there. And they're inside the Bayport 30 down to the 28. Middleton looking to take the lead here late in the third quarter.
Two receivers stacked, twins to either side. Shotgun again, throw the near side, come back, it'll be Teff. Going to be a Division I lacrosse player at Marquette, it sounds like.
That's according to Rob Rochelo, who we interviewed at halftime. And if you got a Division I player in anything, you know they're an athlete. Tesh could have been the quarterback, but now a receiver.
Fall sports are in full swing. Ask the voice of Miss Stacy Baines. She just announced the pentathlon swim meet. That's
Girls
5.
are at home tonight.
Jackson, halfback dive inside the 20. They're going to get the first down, 8-2, gain 3.
I'd like some results on that, Stacy, so we can mention it on the air.
Joe Jackson family listening in. Sarah Lochran, the new softball coach. There's the family and the Lochrans checking in. Also one of your former coaching partners, Mark and Tammy Sellison.
Dan Pamprin also tweeting me that Jim Bennick, Dan, a Bayport graduate, back during that time.
Great protection. Now stepping up, looking across the middle. Teff's got it at the 10, 5, far side, into the end zone. Touchdown, Middleton.
We heard Teff was an athlete, but Bayport can get no pressure on the quarterback at all.
Into the end zone with 2:55 left in the quarter.
Snap, hold, and the kick. And now Middleton leads 28-21 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Coonan on the keeper. Was that the quarterback back then? Coonan? Was that the QB? Jen messages in. Reminder that
so this game has gone 7 for the Pirates, 14 straight for the Cardinals, 14 straight for the Pirates, and now 14 straight for the Cardinals again.
Proud supporter of Bayport Pirate football, the Bayport Booster Club provides support for all student and athletes at Bayport High School. The BP Booster Club raises funds through concessions to financially support all athletics while enhancing experiences and creating opportunities beyond the budgetary contributions. We need you. Please support by volunteering and or patronizing the concession stand at all events. Fill some shifts. Find out more information by following the Bayport Booster Club on Facebook or visit the website on the hssdschools.org/athletics/booster club.
Short one.
28-21 our score, late third quarter. This is going to take Torp back to his own 2. Angles to the left, 15. Far side, breaks an ankle tackle, 25-30. And he'll be ripped down at the 30-yard line.
So Sawyer Torp doing a little bit of everything. 2 touchdown catches on the day, 6 catches total in the first half.
Denise Apfel and Mom are listening from the Buckeye State.
The Buckeye State? What state is the Buckeye State?
OH.
Oh.
I-O.
I don't say the word. The.
Yeah, I don't like the word the in front of that.
Go Badgers.
Yeah, some people pumping fake crowd noise built in with some lighting. And Faber is going to try to bounce it out. Gains a couple to the 32-yard line. 2 minutes and 39 seconds remain. We've seen 7 touchdowns in this one. All of them have been passing. Not what the coach of 1999, Jim Bennick, would have been doing. Stevens sprinted out. Throw, comeback route. And ushered out of bounds. Just down in front of us is Betts again. That's going to be enough for a first down at the 42-yard line.
So Pirates trying to answer. Approaching 2 minutes here with the clock stopped. So it's running now. 2:03, 2:02, 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Right side hash for the Pirate offense. Williams, the fullback, just off the hip of the QB who goes under center. And it's going to be Moon inside. He'll roll off a man up to the 46. Gain of 4. Fairly clean football game for number 1, right?
Yeah, 1 turnover in the game, and that was on a kickoff. Not a lot of penalties.
Nope.
Field's looking kind of slick right now. We saw that the last possession the Pirates had where they had to punt it away, which led to Middleton's touchdown. But beautiful night here for Middleton. Pirates looking to answer to tie this game.
46-yard line.
And that's going to be a false start of the Pirates.
We're going to have second.
We did say
11.
it's a pretty clean game, didn't we, Chris?
Jinxed it.
You know that was going to happen, didn't you?
First jinx, don't your jinx of the year, right?
That'll bring it back to second and 11 yards.
Gene Knoll launching in. The Zons are in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Karen Verkeilen.
Glad to have Karen listed in. She's back working at Bayport, doing everything for us. Great to have her back. And Gene Knoll for so many years. Ironically, the Zons, along with her, giving back to the Booster Club for many years, part of the success of the Bayport program.
Second 11 for the Bayport offense. Snap doesn't come. 2 guys go out. Matt Cole, class of 2000, listening in from Colorado. Pat Bryan's watching in. Katie Epsch.
Did we just say there weren't many penalties, Chris? That's back-to-back for the Pirates, and now it's 2nd and 20. And you can't have that happen in sustained drives.
Shara Piontek, Marge Sutrick. Well, they were going forward.
And now they're going backwards.
Ken Barron, Jeffrey Crooks. 2nd and 16, Stevens. Protection in front, and now he gets stripped of the football. It's going to be a sack. It's going to be a fumble recovery. Middleton ball. Pressure inside. The big boy getting a little push. It's Quan Burks. And Stevens coughs it up the first time he gets sacked tonight. 30-yard line. Middleton with the lead and the ball.
Big turnover there for the Pirates. That's one of the first times there's been pressure put on Matt. And Matt really had nowhere to go there and got caught up in the pocket and turned that one over. And now Middleton's got a chance to make it real difficult on the Pirates here as we're approaching the end of the third quarter. Pirates down 28-21.
Just 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Pasaglia bring a man down to 3 receivers left of him. Take the snap, pressure off the right side from Gauthier, chase from behind, throws one out of play. I think isn't that grounding in high school? It's illegal to throw it away, so somebody has to be in the area.
It's not grounding because the ref didn't call it. 2nd and 10. Now that time the Pirates blitz for the first time almost all night. Gauthier put pressure on him.
Unless that's a rule change this year, you can't just throw it away out of bounds unless somebody's in the area. 2nd and 10 at the 30. Low snap. Grab it. Jackson breaks the tackle inside the 25 down to the 21. Not gain of 9. That's how the quarter will end. To the 4th we go. Middleton by 7 and on the move. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
Chrysler World of Abrams, your #1 dealership with a veteran staff in all departments. 10 years experience and counting. Quality you can depend on. Chrysler World is your top dealer in customer satisfaction and sales satisfaction year in and year out. A full staff service and body department that'll work on all makes and models. Free estimates, a huge parts department. And they need cars. They'll buy any car, whether or not you purchase from them. Chrysler World of Abrams. Contact them. Follow them. Be sure to check them out.
Luxury vinyl floors are waterproof, kid-proof, and pet-proof, so they can stand up to real-life conditions. You'll find the largest selection at Mako's. Do it yourself or trust our guaranteed installation. Maco's, your premier flooring center. Now that's value.
You're listening to Bayport Pirates Sports on NEW Sports Radio at newsportsradio.com.
Switch it up to the fourth quarter here from Middleton. Cardinals have the lead. They're going to face third and just a yard, so 4 down territory coming up. As always, text or tweet the booth. Send us a note. The hardest to get to is Facebook because...
Well, one, because I'm not a Facebooker.
The messages, they blend so much, it's hard to get through a Facebook Live. 3rd and yard for Middleton. Tailback to the right hip of the QB, Joey Pasaglia, 6'3". He's looked really good slinging the ball today. Now he's going to go up the line, maybe duck under center. Yep, he will. He's going to try to sneak it off the left side. And an extra push from teammates. Going to get him inside the 20 down to the 18. A gain of 3, enough to move the sticks.
Chris, if they get a touchdown here, it's going to make it really difficult on the Pirates for a couple of reasons. One, you got to out 14, and you got to stop them. And Bayport hasn't been very good at stopping Middleton tonight.
41-0 to Pier leading Manitowoc after 3. Pasaglia with pressure off the near side. Gauthier trying to get to him. Breaks away from 1, breaks away from 2. It's not going to be enough to get away from Winkle and company. Romanesco and Winkle to finally end him.
It's taken the Pirates a while, but they've decided we're going to blitz now.
Wrapped up by Hummer Pirates. -13 on the play, brings up 2nd and 23.
2nd and 23. Fourth quarter, 11:03, clock rolling. 3 receivers bunch to the top of your screen. Pasaglia in the 5 yards behind his center. Low snap, goes down to get it. Looking right, now look in the middle. He's going to air one deep. Center fielder back there is Moon into the end zone. To the DB get it? No. Great play defensively by the receiver to knock it away. Chase Rogers turned into the DB as Moon just was waiting back there for that ball to come to him, and he's unable to hold on to it.
So big play here. You have to think they'd punt here, Chris.
From the 40?
And try to pin the Pirates down inside the 20 if they're not convert here on 3rd down. Well, maybe it depends on how many yards they get here on 3rd down, if any.
You have a Division I athlete on an island down here against Westenberger. 3rd and 23. Do the Pirates bring just 3?
They're definitely going to go to 1 here. No question.
They're going to bring a man off the edge. Gauthier trying to get home. Pasaglia now looking down. Turf Monster gets 1. Throw. That's as there's a hole in the backfield. The pass is thrown just out of bounds.
So now if you're the Pirates, do you decline it? The penalty is going to be from the point of the infraction, I think, unless they've changed that rule. It's going to push them back to...
They changed it last year.
So it's a line of scrimmage?
Correct.
So it's going to be to the 40. They're going to say, I'm going to decline it. And if you're Middleton, you're going to say, let's punt it. And they're going to say, no, we're not going to punt it. So they are going to go for it. Interesting.
4th and 23.
Really good field position right here. I have a feeling Middleton's going to call a timeout here, but Westenberger here all by himself on Troy Teff. I know where this ball's going, Chris.
10:37. Looking, or they're going to look there. Pressure underneath. Diving for him. Maxwell with the sack.
Big sack there by Romanesco, and now the Pirates get pretty good field position.
Confirmed.
I would have punted that, Chris. It's 20 yards.
They lost 5 yards on not punting. Steve Walsh, longtime official, with clarification on the thrown out of bounds. It was a rule change if the quarterback is out of the pocket.
Thanks to Steve, the athletic director at Kiel. Glad he's listening in. A lot of listeners tonight. Glad we could bring you the game.
Jet sweep pass, get it to Lefebvre, trying to cut it up across the 40. Picks up 7 on first down. Clock here in the fourth quarter reads 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Pirates try to get in the end zone to tie this one up. But they're 58 yards away from that right now.
Shout out to Sydney Staler watching with her parents in Howard.
Here's Sawyer all by himself out here on an island. Stevens again under center.
Send Williams in motion a little bit. Now they're going to go offset eye handoff Lefebvre. Got a first down across the 45 up to the 46. Reset the chains.
Pirates trying to go a little ground and pound here again.
4-yard gain on the play results in a first down for the Pirates.
Dan Van Stratton.
Another De Pere person listening in tonight.
I'm going to join him for breakfast tomorrow morning, actually. 46-yard line. Again, Williams will come into the wing. Lefebvre stumbling forward. Great penetration and play made from the linebacker position. Hayes Neeson, listed as a 6'3" D end, wearing number 21.
Pirates run some plays in 8:50 and counting here, 2nd and 8.
Coach Weiss said I should be playing pickleball in the morning. Not fully recovered from off-season surgery yet. Maybe another week. Stevens, play action. Looking deep. There's one to Torp. Way deep and way over his head.
And now we got a flag. And it's going to be on the sideline of Middleton. And I'm not sure if it's going to be a warning, sideline warning, or an actual penalty.
So the official, what? He does the forward or the backward?
And the Middleton fans not happy, but
they don't have a clue
there
what
was
the call
nobody around except the bench. That's sideline warning.
They called it.
When the ref is running down the white of the sideline.
He ran into one of the coaches.
He gets schmucked by somebody that's standing in the white.
And that's going to cost them. What a huge penalty for the Pirates.
All you got to do is stand in the what is the red side of the sideline. You see
you
the
get
Pirates
excited, you get step out there, and all of a sudden their official runs right into you, and that's a penalty.
Safety hazard, and a big one. So that brings
wow,
up
what a
first
big
and 10
play.
to 37. High formation. Stevens roll it left, throw one near side. He's got his man and push it out of bounds, but not before inside the 25. Another grab for Betts.
They
Parker.
love that play. This flood the side with 3 receivers at 3 different levels and pick your time. And Matt Stevens done a great job with that play, and Betts with another catch tonight. Pirates.
15-yard gain on the play. It's a first and 10 from the 22.
Mason Clark listed it in from Okinawa, Japan. Almost 11 o'clock in the morning their time. Great to hear from Mason. Great player for the Pirates. Defensive back.
Again, I readjust the clock. 8:20 shown on the fourth quarter clock right now. 8:20. Put it to 8:24.
Darn clock operators.
Michael, it's not you we're yelling
Mike
at.
Plummer critiquing the clock operators here. He's one of the best in the state. Or one of the best in Howard Suamico, at least.
I don't know if he's even that, is he?
Now we got 50 minutes on the clock. We got a lot of time in this game, folks.
8:24. They wanted to add 4 seconds.
We're back to 8:24 now. 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
Pirates down by 7, but on the drive. Helped up by a 15-yard penalty. Sideline warning on Middleton. Pistol formation, Stevens. Good protection, rolls out right, looking. He's going to tuck it and run, gets inside the 20, runs over a guy inside the 15 before he steps out of bounds. They're going to mark it the 16, but he just took a linebacker head on and ran him out of bounds.
Matt Stevens showing he's a gamer right now. He's done it a few times tonight, and Aiden Dirksen went over there and said, "That a boy!" Aiden just headbutted him, I think.
And supporting the Middleton Booster Team athletes.
Mark at a gain of 6 for the Bayport offense. 2nd and 4. Bring Williams in. Now they're going to flood him. The fullback out wide. Throw it to Lefebvre inside the 15. Keep running wide. Gets down to the 13. It's going to be right at the sticks and the yard line to gain. See if he's just shy. They are going to mark it 3rd down.
Power pass.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 3rd and 1.
So big player, definitely 4-down territory as we tick down to 7:40 left in the 4th quarter. 28-21 if you're just joining us from Middleton.
Offset I formation. In fact, 2 fullbacks to the right side. They're going to stretch it there with Lefebvre, trying to bounce it right. Gets down to the 12. That's enough to gain the 1st down. Reset the sticks for Bayport, 1st and 10. Now you're at the 12-yard line. You continue to move it on the ground.
28-21 if you're just joining us.
I formation, Depler, the tight end to the left side. Receiver left, receiver right. Play action, Stevens looking for a throwback. He's got Depler, guy guarding him, falls down, slips, and Depler just cannot get to it. Incomplete, 2nd down.
We've seen that play over the years, that throwback to the tight end, and like you said, Stevens overthrew him a little bit. Now we got 2nd and 10.
Usually it's a dragging across from the right side tight end. This was Depler from the left side. More of a post, or a rather corner route.
So you got to think the Pirates are going to roll out here right and flood the side again like they've done all night. We'll see if that's what they run again. Torp all by himself out here.
Lefebvre inside the 10. Down to the 9. Gaining 4. Manitowoc officially loses 41-0 to De Pere to start the season.
A rough start to their new head coach. Dietrich Jones, the former Packer.
Evan Dietrich Smith.
That's that it.
EDS.
Dietrich Smith. Here's Torp again by himself out here.
Play action. Stevens with pressure, steps up, got room to run. He's getting inside the 5, dives to the goal line. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. Leaps to the goal line.
Matt Stevens showing some toughness tonight for the Pirates. And they score it, and they're an extra point away from tying it with 6:19 left.
The first non-passing touchdown for either team tonight.
Go for 2?
No, please don't.
Going for 2.
They're going.
And they look like they're going for 2.
They got Big Mo right now.
You got Big Mo, but this is a big call right here for the Pirates. First game of the season, and they're going for 2 with 6:19 left.
Fullback right, Lefebvre. The offset I. Stevens going to sprint out to the right. They got Anthony in the flat. He's open. 6 to the end zone. 2-point conversion successful.
29-28 Pirates, and Coach Jorgensen goes for 2 and the Pirates lead. What a game from Middleton. Matt Stevens having a night. I apologized to Matt when the game started. I said, he's not a runner, Chris. You're not going to see him run much. But this kid has taken the Pirates, put him on his back, and has made some huge runs.
John Enderby saying, come on. Weiss is listening in. Sheila. Josh Thiel, class of 2000s.
Now the Pirates need to stop. Both teams with 3 timeouts left, 6:19. A lot of time left in this game.
Just past the 9 o'clock hour. Chris Learman, Mike Frieder, Michael Plummer.
Past my bedtime right now, Chris. It's past the 9 o'clock hour.
Bayport Radio, Voice of BP on the YouTube stream. Video stream with us. Field it at the 3. Be brought by Oliver, and Isaiah's got across the 20, 25, breaks a tackle, 30, sidesteps a guy, 35, breaks another, 40 midfield. Isaiah Oliver tripped up, but not before a return of 58 yards.
He picked that ball up about the 4-yard line. I think Isaiah just could have let it go out of bounds, but it chose not to, and it looked like he's going nowhere. And he never really got outside the numbers, I don't think. Got hemmed in and made an unbelievable return. And now Middleton back in business at the Bayport 35.
62 yards officially on the return with 6:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Pirates 29, Middleton 28. Put a third receiver at the top of your screen for the QB.
You got a blitz if you're the Pirates.
Pesaglia.
They come again on it.
Gauthier's going to come, swing to Jackson in the flat. He's going to get it down to the 30, marking the 29-yard line. Nice little swing pass for 6.
I think with the Pirates, you got to keep bringing the blitz, Chris. It makes the quarterback make decisions quicker. This quarterback, like we heard, he doesn't even know he's going to be the starting quarterback until a few days ago, has played outstanding. But the Pirates need to press the issue a little bit, I would say at this time.
He's caused some damage when he's been able to sit back there long enough. 4 wide receivers over halfway through the fourth quarter. Hawker showing blitz in the A-gap. Now he's going to back off a bit. Jackson, TFL, Romanesco off the right end.
Here comes Alex Ward and the big offensive lineman to come in to play defense.
T-Bix, I thought you were going to see me at the county fair this past week.
He's going to sub in for Gavin Finley.
3rd and 5 at the 30. They need the 25-yard line. Obvious 4-down territory. I thought we'd see a few more plays to Teff on the outside here. He's the single receiver at the bottom of your screen. They're looking at him. Pressure, though. Swing near side to Jackson. He'll be pushed out of bounds by Berg.
We got 4th down.
And it's going to be 4th and 2 at the 27.
4th, maybe in a long 2. Let's call it 3, Chris. Sounds better.
We could do that. 5:19 on a stopped clock.
Big play right here on 4th down. Will Middleton call a timeout here and regroup? And they don't even huddle. I have a feeling Middleton's calling a timeout right here.
A couple coaches on the sideline looking at each other. Pesaglia.
Bayport's got to bring the blitz here.
He takes
no
the snap
7
yards from the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a run play left side. He needs
He
the
didn't
25.
get
He's going to be a full 2 yards shy. Turnover on downs. Bayport will take over. 5:14 to play.
They look confused, Chris, really. They kept looking over, and there's 3 guys giving signals, and they decided to run a draw play, and Bayport holds them short by about 6 inches, and the Pirates take over on downs.
Keep up your golf game at the Clubhouse Indoor Golf located on Lineville Road in Howard. Whether you're an experienced golfer or new to the game, you can enjoy the top-of-the-line full-swing golf simulators. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf also offers multi-sport games for the whole family. Virtual football, baseball, soccer, even zombie dodgeball. Offering a full bar, pizza, and appetizers. Come check out the Clubhouse Indoor Golf today. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf, located on Lineville Road in Howard.
Time for a little ground and pound here by the Pirates, trying to run some clock.
27-yard line, and Bayport's going to hand it off to Lefebvre, and Anthony's going to try to bounce it across the 30, looking to get outside.
That's
up
perfect.
To the 33 on the first down touch.
You like that, 6 yards. Anthony holding on to that ball with both hands. Lefebvre's had a good night. Torp will run in the play here.
29-28, Bayport went for 2 on the last possession when they scored. That's why they lead by 1. Torp, the lone receiver. Tight end right, 2 fullbacks to left. That's going to be Lefebvre up to the 40. That's enough to move the sticks.
Now is when you say that offensive line. Let's go get it, boys. The big boys up front.
Weinberg off the guard position. Provost, Dirksen, Michaels, Warden. First and 10, 40-yard line for Bayport. Traditional I formation. Receiver either side. Stevens play action. Sprinted out right side. Comeback route. He's got a man outside. Catch made. Sidestep inside the 45. Down to the 43-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch for Parker Betts again. First down.
Parker Betts has had a big night too. 4 or 5 catches tonight. And they start loading the box up on the run. And the Pirates convert there. They're on the 42-yard line.
Under 4 minutes to play in the fourth.
Pirates trying to stick one in here and make it really tough on the Cardinals.
2 fullbacks right, and Lefebvre's going to follow them both to the right. Inside the 35-30, had a seam. First down on a gain of 12.
Ground and pound. Bayport tiring down Middleton right now. You can see it. Pirates with a chance to go up 2 scores here.
Time of possession has been heavily in the Pirates' favor today, and this is where it pays effect the most. Torp, the single wide receiver, 1-on-1 to the near side against Statzik. And they're going to give it Lefebvre again, trying the right side, cut back left. 26-yard line.
That's 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
And now we're going to have a timeout taken by the Cardinals. Middleton with 2:56 to play. They will take one, and we'll remind you. The Howard Swamico Education Foundation has provided ample support to students and staff across the Howard Swamico School District for years. With their support, we've been able to get broadcast equipment that will continue to help us and our students with their work. Our new cameras and tripods allow us to bring the games to you in a clearer vision, better than ever. Our students work with these each game, as well as our new broadcast headsets and wireless microphones used for on-field conversations and interviews. These things allow students the real experience for our broadcasts, made possible with the help of the Howard Swamico Education Foundation. Thank you for your support.
On that last play, big block by James Williams there, the big tight end. They really like him. And James came in motion, went into that fullback position, and led the way through the hole there for Tony. And Tony gets 5 yards. If the Pirates right now, you like 4 or 5 yards each time as they continue to gobble up clock here. As Chris said, Middleton calls a timeout. We're at 2:56 left.
That was the first Cardinal timeout, correct? Yes, they have 2 remaining according to the scoreboard. 2nd down and 6. Stevens going to hand off Lefebvre. Power right. Breaks a tackle, 15, 10. Anthony down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. First and goal to go.
And right now, the big boys up front showing what it's all about. You got Alex Michaels. You got Alex Warden, David Provost, Aiden Dirksen, along with Lucas Weinberg, I think, in there still.
Heidi Flick watching, Jessica Hudak, Jeremiah Bruley.
Don't forget people like Deppler in there also blocking. And James Williams.
Up the middle, following his line to the goal line, the end zone, touchdown, Bayport Pirates.
Now if you're the Pirates, you're going to go for one to get up 8, but you could finish it.
Yeah, this is the I'm the
You
kick
could
the
say,
extra point guy, but
so am I, but you could also say we're running it right down their throat right now.
And that's what they're going to do.
We're going to line it up and go for it again, and the Pirates are. Wow. 2:18 left, and they're going to go for 2 again. Tony Lefebvre looks a little tired right now. Stevens in the shotgun.
Receivers left and right. Matt's going to take the snap. They're going to throw one quick near side. Torp, end zone, got it. 2 points, good.
Stevens to Torp, and another big play, and the Pirates go up 9 now with 2:18 left. Bayport can feel it, and the crowd's going crazy on the Pirate side.
Whether you're looking to capture a moment or a milestone, AD Images will be there to capture these memories. She specializes in sports, seniors, families, maternity, pets, and business photography. Website ad-images.com, where you can find all the session prices and options. Now booking today. Thank you, Howard, for your business and support. 37-28 our score.
Chris, there is your dagger, I think.
Fourth quarter clock shows 2:18 remaining.
Trent Noy wondering if that's the dagger. I'm saying that's the dagger.
Kick from the Pirates will bounce. Be taken again. It'll be Oliver. This time his own 10.
This kid's really good, folks.
Sidestep a guy at near the 25, but the Pirates will wrap him up. First to hit him on special teams was Belinsky, finished off by Piontek. Middleton down multiple scores by 9 points with 2:12 to play.
If you go back here, Bayport trailing in the fourth quarter. Down by 7, the Pirates score a touchdown. Go for 2 to go up 1, get a 4th down stop after a huge return by Oliver, and now score again and go for 2. Up 9.
Flush the quarterback,
Bayport
looking
blitzes again.
downfield, looking to get him. A nice play to get out of it, but still a sack. Passaglia is going to be taken down or out of bounds, pushed out of bounds, 23-yard line.
Once they started blitzing Brock Gothier a lot here in
Yes.
the second half, that's made a big difference. It's made the quarterback get the ball out of his hands quickly or make a decision quickly, and
he's either got to throw it right away or on number 2.
that's been huge for the Pirates, and a great adjustment by Garrett Nelson here late in this game.
Again, 4 wide receivers, which has been essentially every play tonight. Passaglia throwing over the middle, and it's going to be well behind the intended target. 3rd and 12. Can appreciate everybody tuning in the season opener tonight. Week 1 of the season. We have a load of football for you this year, each and every week again. Chris and Mike on a Thursday night for weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll go to the traditional Friday Night Lights. Low snap again. Pressure, pushing, Romanesco flushing, throw one, getting open is Rogers across the 40, 45, up to the 49-yard line. Middleton's got to go. A minute 50. Clock will be rolled in. Saglio. Again, just a junior quarterback. Pressure up the near side from Berg. Sidesteps him, throwing in the flat. Jackson. Very nice play by Joey to get that one away. Mentioned the upcoming Thursdays. Next Thursday, home opener. Again, Booster Club, if you can help with concessions or anything, feel free to sign up for that. Your help throughout the year. Host Kimberly.
What a story there.
And then at Preble.
The coaching line there is just incredible when you think about it. We'll talk more about that probably in the post game. Pirates need a stop. No blitz here. No, Berg coming on a blitz.
Delayed blitz from the safety.
That's
throw
gonna
near
get.
side, throw it up. Mikey Jones unable to get high enough, and it's out of bounds. A minute and a half to go. It's 3rd and 10.
Alex Ward. They can't block Alex. Alex with that big swim move up the middle, and he's causing havoc, and the Pirates now blitzing on every play. I don't know if they blitzed in the first half, Chris.
I don't think once.
They've blitzed. They've become more aggressive offensively.
I don't know if
they've
they did
dominated this game in the last 9 minutes.
I don't know if they did until midway through the 3rd. Bunch top of your screen. Pasaglio.
Here comes the blitz again.
Gothier trying to get through. Joey throws one behind Oliver. He had Isaiah inside the 35. Would have been a nice gain of 15 yards at least. Instead, it's 4th and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, when Pasaglia has a chance to just sit back there, he's really good. But when we made him move around now and make some tough throws, it's just been more difficult for him. He still played a great game, but Pirates have really stepped up on the defensive side of the football.
Send a man left. 3 down linemen and Gothier to blitz up the middle. Gets his arm up. Swing pass far side. 81 with a grab at the 50. Bayport gang tackle and the 45 to the 44. Turnover on downs. Pirates will bring out the offense and likely kneel it down.
Wow, Bayport, what a 4th quarter for this team. Steven Jorgensen a little excited over there, and rightly so. Bayport down 28-21 in the 4th quarter. They score to go 28-27, and much to my chagrin, I wanted them to go for 1, but no, they go for 2, convert to Anthony LeFaber, then score again, hold them on 4th down, then score again, another 2. They're up 9, and now 117, and the Pirates in control.
LeFaber between the tackles.
Tony continuing to run hard.
5-yard carry, timeout, Middleton. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain.
1 first down away from going home with the victory. It's always a great ride home when you get the W.
Again, today's Bayport football broadcast, proudly supported by Bayport Booster Club, by Parker John's Barbecue and Pizza, the Clubhouse Indoor Golf, Cornerstone Community Ice Center, Kip's Ace Hardware, 80 Images, Gallagher's Pizza, by Mako's Floor Covering Center, Northeast Wisconsin Technical College, by Myron Construction Building Excellence, Chrysler World, and Doozy Sports Club, Budget Blinds of Howard & Krivitz, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists, Town Line Pub and Grill, by Bell and Health Pedaltown Sports Medicine Orthopedics, by Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, the finest frozen custard in town, and by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. Fun start to the year for Bayport, and of course for us. Year 11 of the Voice of BP Bayport radio streams, able to bring you video and
a lot of fun, Chris. Really look forward to tonight, starting the year off. Mike Plummer with us tonight. Had a blast driving down here, just getting ready, telling great stories.
Stevens, the handoff with Faber. Get 2 hands on the ball. You can hear Coach Turnquist yelling it up from here. Needed 5, picked up 10. And Middleton
Coach T is the running backs coach.
Yeah.
You know. His 57th year coaching, Bill Turnquist.
Couple of state titles to his name when he was the head man at West De Pere.
Shared that story earlier. I came to work today and I got in about 10 to 8, and T was there at 7 o'clock loading the trailer, getting ready.
Now Bayport's going to go victory formation to kneel down. 38 seconds left. Will they have to kneel once more? I don't know if that they will. They're going to go to the sideline and line things up.
You know, it's great to see, too, really good sportsmanship on both teams. No personal fouls, no chirping at each other. Just a really well-played football game, and now it's at zeros. Your final, Bayport 37, Middleton 28. What a 4th quarter by the Pirates.
Boy, 16 points. 2 touchdowns, 2 huge 2-point conversions. As the Pirates start the season on a good foot. We'll step aside, take a break, wrap this one up, and a post-game show just ahead. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. And it's all you can eat at our lunch buffets at any of our 4 locations.
This is how I convinced my dad to go to NWTC. Every day, Dad would get home from work and be like, "Hey, honey." So I was like, "Dad, haven't you always told me I should go after my dreams?" And he said, "Well, of course." And I'm like, "Well, then why don't you?"
So that's what I did. I went to NWTC for design and graphic technology. Good thing dream jobs can happen at any age.
Summer and sunshine is here.
So now's the time to bring some shade into your home. Freshen up any room with new window treatments from Budget Blinds. Pick from dozens of options that help you provide UV protection for your furniture and floors. And learn why you can't go another summer without roller shades for your patio or porch.
See and feel the difference.
Book your free in-home consultation with Budget Blinds now.
Chrysler World of Abrams, your #1 dealership with a veteran staff in all departments. 10 years experience and counting. Quality you can depend on. Chrysler World is your top dealer in customer satisfaction and sales satisfaction year in and year out. A full staff service and body department that'll work on all makes and models. Free estimates, a huge parts department. And they need cars. They'll buy any car, whether or not you purchase from them. Chrysler World of Abrams. Contact them. Follow them. Be sure to check them out.
Sports bar after sports bar after sports bar. All the same, right? What makes St. Josie's so different? What makes St. Josie's so different? Come and find out.
Do you have any questions or comments? Get involved with the game. Tweet your questions and send your comments to Bayport Radio on Twitter at VoiceOfBP.
What?
Do we have running clock in the first quarter?
No.
It's got to wait till the second. No?
Against who? Everybody.
Bayport victorious 37-28. They get the win over the Middleton Cardinals, and it's a 1-0 start to the Steven Jorgensen era of Bayport football as they make the 2.5-hour trip here to the west side of Madison, and they come away with the 9-point win.
Yeah, I got to be really happy for Coach Jorgensen. He's worked so hard, and what a game of runs. Bayport gets 7. Middleton gets 14. Bayport gets 14. Middleton gets 14. And Bayport gets 16 on 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions. If we go back in time, Bayport looks to tie the game up. Instead goes for 2 to take a 29-28 lead and then does it again on the next drive. However, you remember that big penalty on a sideline interference.
Yes, correct.
Where the official called sideline interference because a coach from Middleton got in the way, gave Pirates a first down, got down about the 35, and that was a big momentum change in that game. You don't like to see a play do that, but Bayport took advantage of it, and they really looked good in the fourth quarter.
They're able to defensively make that adjustment, right? They all of a sudden start blitzing a guy. When you have the quarterback, I thought he was exceptional tonight. 4 passing touchdowns. Joey Pasaglia throwing it around for Middleton. They've got a guy who can sling it. He's just a junior quarterback, 6'3", and when he's able to sit back there, he can dial them up. When there were blitzes coming from him, though, he had his first read, and then he had his outlet to the tailback. He didn't have other times and to think about it or where to throw it, and that was the difference.
Yeah, we talked about it at halftime, not putting pressure on the quarterback, and Bayport almost waited into the fourth quarter, I think, to blitz at one point. But once they did, it just threw the rhythm off. And Bayport's defense really came up big in the second half, only giving up 7 points in the second half, and that was the difference in this game. But Middleton's going to win a lot of football games. They're going to play Verona. probably compete with Verona for the conference championship, like you heard Rob say at halftime. And then they're going to play a lot of teams that are just going to wipe up on in the Madison area. And that's you don't like to see that, but you also see that in FRCC this year too, probably. But that's just a disparity in football right now. But a great win. A lot of people out there listening tonight. We appreciate it when you text us. Recent text from Otis Chambers. Otis texted in, the former athletic director, who a big part of making this entire program possible when he was the athletic director a number of years ago. He's down in Florida, and so glad everybody who tuned in, people from all over the world. Mason Clark from Japan tuning in. So really great to have the support out there, and glad we could bring it to you tonight.
It's been fun. Michael Plummer, appreciate your talents on the cameras, no matter who was harassing you and telling you how we were doing things. On the road, we'll try to do our best. Not always access to everything that we would like. At home, we're hoping all the bells and whistles, and we have some students ready to help out as well when we return to Bayport High School. It'll be next Thursday again. That is a kickoff and Thursday against Kimberly, and then the following week is also a Thursday kickoff against Green Bay Preble. The first 4 weeks are all Thursday games before we finally switch to Friday Night Lights on week 5. So for Michael Plummer, Mike Frieder, I'm Chris Lehman. Pirates victorious 37-28 to kick off the high school football season. Have a wonderful evening, Howard Swamico. You've been listening to Bayport Pirate Football on NEW Sports Radio.